$550.
Welcome, you guys.
$600.
The mic was like chained into a weird thing there. It's all. I don't like it. It's messing with my OCD here. This'll have to work. This'll have to do.
$750.
It'll have to do. Welcome in, you guys. Sega Showcase Auction, Ages of Sega Showcase Auction, brought to you by Heritage Auctions. Huge thanks to you guys coming out tonight. A huge thanks to Heritage sponsoring. Starting off with Altered Beast VGA 90 Plus. Literally, like, hey, it's one of those games that's just freaking impossible to find. It's sold for $937.50. If this market ever shows life again, right? If we ever get a boost, if we ever get more participants, if people ever care about Sega, Altered Beast is in all ways something that matters. As it is right now, it sells for sub $1,000 in 90 plus, like, mint condition, but it's a game that matters, man. Altered Beast is cool. If you've never seen it, if you've never heard of it, if you don't know what the hell this is, watch a retrospective, right? It's one of those games where you're gonna find YouTube content. Watch something about it. Bring this game into your lexicon, is what I would say. It's a cool game. Paperboy 90 plus. Yeah, I think Altered Beast on Genesis was only a pack-in game. So you shouldn't be able to find any kind of factory sealed Altered Beast on Genesis, which makes, like, this should be the sought after version. Joe, I thought all copies of Altered Beast were a pack-in. Like, I don't know if you can find it factory sealed. Where's Hamster when you need him? Where are the Sega experts when you need them, hey?
Fair warning.
Paperboy 90 plus Sega Master System. There's only like 4 Master System games today, so don't worry if you're sitting here waiting for Sega Genesis. Like, there's only a few Master System games. Paperboy, of course, like always, selling strong. 90 plus for $1,375, and Rambo 90 plus First Blood Part 2. Just super cool. Stallone's super cool. Rambo's super cool. I have no idea if the game's good or not. I assume it's not a very good game, but Rambo is sick. 90 plus, uncirculated, almost $600. And the Sega Master System, 75. Haven't we seen one? Yeah, it looks like we had a 70 plus and a 75 plus last year. 875. I wonder if that was qualified. That seems kind of low. Sub 1,000 for an actual one. Okay, yeah, qualified for $875, and the 75 plus was $3,200. That makes more sense. This 75 tonight, $2,000. So I would say that's down from last year on the Master System there. I think this is the better purchase if you want to get one in your collection. 75 versus 75 plus, does it really matter? What are we talking about at that point? You know what I mean? I understand it's a better grade, but... Prototype LCD Sega handheld baseball. Very cool. If you're into these handheld LCDs, I had a bunch of the Tiger Electronics ones growing up. They were fun. I mean, we played the hell out of these little LCDs. We had Jurassic Park. We had
Fair warning.
Oh, of course, now I can't remember. Jurassic Park's the one I remember playing the most. But we had like 4 or 5 of those Tiger Electronics.
$20. $300. $400.
But welcome in, you guys. Welcome in. Joe Kane, Pokerface, Miller, Fuel, Trevor, Jeff Mack, SVR. Welcome. Make Love Not Robots, Chokeslam. There you are. Evan, welcome in, you guys. Ren X Machina. Welcome. It's a Sega kind of night tonight, hey? It's a Sega kind of night tonight. The Sega LCD prototype, $450 into Biohazard 9.8A plus. And I did sprinkle some bids myself all across this auction. Just proxy bids. I don't know what to expect, right? The last time we had a bunch of that Sega Saturn, Sega CD stuff, which that's coming up after Genesis, there's a lot of super nice Sega Saturn tonight as well. We saw a little bit of it, some sprinkling of it at the signature auction, but there's other copies here, like Burning Rangers 9.6A plus, Contra's a 9.9A plus, Croc is a 9.9A plus, Doom is a 10. Like there's really nice Sega Saturn stuff, 9.9A plus, Golden Axe the Duel, Gex is a 10. Really nice Saturn stuff coming up on the back half of the auction. So if you're into that, what do you expect the Shining Force to sell for? Shining Force 3? It should crack over $1,000, right? Isn't it like a 9.9, 9.8? Like it should go over $1,000.
Fair warning.
It should. I looked at it myself. I was like kind of pricing it out if there was any kind of maybe I could buy it. Maybe there's potential there. I think it's going to be too expensive for myself. I assume a collector is going to swallow it up. But I probably over $1,000. Castlevania Bloodlines, 9.8B plus actual clamshell early production copy here. Beautiful for the Castlevania fans. Boogerman was a 9.88 for $781, and Biohazard kicked off Sega Genesis at $968. Almost $1,000 on Biohazard, hey? Almost $1,000 on Biohazard. The last 9.8A was all the way back in November 2023 for almost $1,000. I mean, shoot, man. The price on this game has hardly moved in 2 years. That's pretty darn good. That's pretty darn good. That's kind of cheap for Bio. I mean, if it's holding up almost 2 years ago, I'd say it's pretty decent. Bloodlines, the 9.8B plus for $1,125. The VGA 85 for $1,000. Here's a fun one, hey? This VGA 85, like, there's a lot of potential, man, for this 85 to be the exact same grade or even better on this Castlevania Bloodlines. Like, this 85 probably is the better purchase, even condition-wise, and it sold for less money. Or at least I would gamble my money on the 85 here. Chuck Rock 2, 9.8A plus, 550. The thing with Genesis, right? Like, you guys probably know this. You're at a Sega auction here. You probably know how Genesis works. But when we're talking VGA 85 Sega Genesis, it's almost always going to be small rips and stuff. The structural damage on Sega is so minimal that we're talking about small rips and stuff. So, like, VGA 85 could very well turn into 9.8A. Heck, it could be a freaking 9.9, but... Chuck Rock 2 went for $550. Columns, original Sega Genesis. Hard to find columns. Almost $1,000 there on the 85. Contra Hardcore 9.8A going for $1,000. We're zipping, you guys. We're zipping. Zip, zap, zoop. We're already 10% down this auction. Let it last. Let it last. Toe Jam and Earl. No poker face. I think the last time we ever saw Toe Jam and Earl was like $40,000. Years ago. $600. 2022, maybe 2023. The last time we saw Toe Jam and Earl, I think. Maybe there was another one. Let me take a peek.
$700. $750.
Oh, they're not even going to show me with this? What do I have to type in? Earl? Can Earl bring it up? There's probably like a hyphen in the word Toe Jam or something. Can Earl bring it?
$800.
9.4A, January 2023 for $31,000. That is the last time Heritage Auctions has had a copy. Was there one at Golden or something? I feel like there wasn't. But yeah, Toe Jam and Earl's expensive as hell, man. If you're looking to get a copy, if that's a game you care about, shoot, dog. I don't know where the hell you're going to find one. I don't know. I don't know. Toe Jam and Earl Poker Face, when that sold the first time for $30,000, that blew me away. Like, that caught me off guard, dude. That was insanity. So... Demolition Man, $362. Dick Tracy, 9.8A plus for $1,000 here. Aladdin, 9.8A plus. Someone just asked, will Aladdin hit 2,000? We're looking for 1,600 right now on it. Actual original clamshell copy of the game, $1,500 on the nose. I'm sure Aladdin has sold for more before. No, or is this a 9.8A plus was only $900 July 2023? Never mind. Whew. Aladdin, kind of got some love there, hey? $700 2 years ago? Better sale? Sega. Should we have been buying Sega the whole time? Another 9.6A copy of Aladdin here, also pushing its way up to $550. So far, I've price checked a couple of things, and what do we have? The same price kind of from 2 years ago, and even up on Aladdin. Then people say Sega is dead. And people say Sega is dead. You're the underbidder on the Contra Hardcore? What makes it a first print? This just has a sticker on it, doesn't it? Like, it's a UPC barcode sticker on the back. Does the first print just not have the sticker on it? Is that what I'm to learn here about Hardcore? Is that the only difference?
Fair warning.
Aladdin, the 9.6A. $687.50. There's also a cardboard Contra. Well, we're not even concerned about that. We're not talking about the cardboard. You yuck, gross. Earthworm Jim, 9.6B. Already going almost $2,000 here. Highest graded copy of Genesis Earthworm Jim ever sold here out of 4. The last 9.4B Plus was earlier this year, actually, for $1,375. So there you go. The 9.6B selling for $1,750 on Earthworm Jim. One of the absolute staples of Sega Genesis. Mascot, whatever you want to call it, right? Jim is freaking cool. I grew up playing Jim. Awesome game. You're a fan of Sega, but it's funny you don't own any sealed copies of games. I'm kind of the same way, Pokerface. Eternal Champions, this does actually have the controller included on the back, which makes it, like, really sick. Like, finding this factory sealed still with the controller is, like, that's pretty damn cool. Pushing its way to $425 here. I'm a big fan of Sega, too, but it's one of those things where I had to prioritize, you know what I mean? I had to prioritize if I was going to put all my money into Nintendo or put a lot of money into Sega. So I have some factory sealed Sega. I have a lot of CIB Sega still. Like, I collected for Sega. It's cool. I like Sega Genesis. I just didn't have the resources, basically, to also collect factory-sealed Sega, along with factory-sealed N64, NES, blah, 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 blah. $550. It just kind of is what it is. The Eternal Champions there with controller for $400. Fantasia, also super cool. Like, I just think it's one of those games that is always going to have appeal. VGA 80 for almost $600 there. Forgotten Worlds, 9.8A++. You owned a Genesis growing up and not a SNES. You don't own sealed Sega either, just CIB. Did it just never resonate with you, Cards and Cardboard? Because I think you're big into Super Nintendo, aren't you? I'm surprised you didn't go after your childhood console. Forgotten Worlds, the 9.8A++ for $718.75. The Incredible Hulk, 9.8A+. For some of these lesser titles, if you guys want to see comps or if something stands out to you, please do let me know. Like, in my brain, I can't remember the sales comps on something like Forgotten Worlds, so you know what I mean? If something's standing out, if something seems strong, weak, whatever it is, let me know. The Incredible Hulk, 9.8A+ here, closing for almost $1,000. $1,000 seems like the magnet right now, hey? Not a lot of stuff's growing past $1,000, but a lot of stuff is going right around $1,000 right now. We'll have to see if some of these premium titles start breaking above that. Just something I've noticed so far here. We're 22 games in. Gunfighters, Lethal Enforcers. This is a sequel, yeah. Lethal Enforcers 2 Gunfighters. 9.9A+. Top copy ever offered here by Heritage Auctions. Pushing its way to $500.
$420.
When they say highest graded, are they focusing on the number score? Yes. I think it's almost entirely based on the numerical score of the, without even considering seal, I think.
$600.
But I assume they're kind of careful about where they say highest graded, if maybe it's, you know what I mean?
$650.
Yeah, because 9.6B versus a 9.4A++, exactly, right? The Lethal Enforcers, $500. Maximum Carnage, red cartridge, limited edition, 90+, tied with only one on the VGA census out of only 5 total. Whew! Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful copy here of Maximum Carnage. Pushing its way to almost $1,000. Just super freaking cool. Super freaking cool. What was withdrawn? I don't know, actually. I don't have the means of seeing it any more than you guys do. So I'm not sure what got withdrawn there, Mickey. I didn't see it earlier when it was posted or anything.
$1,100.
You know, collecting sports and Sega are not popular. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much. Sega, sports, Xbox, you know, all the dark triad of collecting. Like, oh my God, don't go near those things. Oh, how dare you whisper the name of those? The Maximum Carnage did push its way over 1,500. Or 1,500 on the nose? 1,500 right on the nose. Yeah, it's just super freaking cool, man, in the 90+. I think we've seen some 9.8s. They didn't show me in the quick comps there, but I think we've seen Maximum Carnage in really high CGC or really high watt grade, I think. You wanted it, but you can't do $1,500. Yeah, it's one of those things, right? Like, talking about this market in a positive manner, if we go up SVR, I think Maximum Carnage having the, like, it's sick. That is fucking sick, right? This is super cool. With the comic appeal that exists with Carnage, if this market goes up and we get participants again, I think it's very easy to say Maximum Carnage will ride that wave up. But I understand your hesitation. 1,500 is like that. That's real. It's a real amount of money. It's a real amount of money. So, NBA Jam was the item withdrawn there. There was an issue with it. It's being sent back for grade review. There you go. There's the answer. Mortal Kombat 9.88++ for $1,100. Mortal Kombat 2 again, 90+ for less. Look at this, hey? The CGC 9.8A++, almost $250. Yeah, almost $300 more than the 90+. That's crazy. VGA stinks. I knew it. Mutant League Hockey 9.4B+. Very cool. There's haven't been many here at Heritage at all. Yeah, last copy is showing here at 2023. 9.4B+ here, almost $800. 781. Yeah, what the heck, man? Like, seriously, the 90+, right? Like, you can turn that into a 9.8A++. Heck, you might even turn it into a 9.9A++. That's a WADA 11 right there. It is kind of crazy seeing it sell for $300 cheaper. Like, give me this all day, you know what I mean? Mutant League Hockey, almost $800 into Outrunners, 85+. Part of the Outrun series. Yes. Later release. 4th entry in the series. Jeez. I've only ever played the original Outrun. Well, and I played 2006 Coast to Coast. I've played a couple Outruns, actually. I think I played one on PSP as well. Outrun's cool. Outrun's fun. Like, it's Outrun. 85+ on Outrunners actually pushed its way to $1,375. I think we have comps. I think Outrunners did really good before. Are they not going to show me because it's VGA? Second highest graded copy on the VGA Pop Report. Man, I really feel like we've seen this at Heritage before. $1,375. I'll take a peek in a second there. Red Zone 9.6A++. This is a great time to look. Nope, it's already done. Rise Star, we got to watch this one. Cardboard box, so they're always kind of destroyed. There's only 9 on the Pop Report. Again, right, Genesis mascot, like this game is actually good. Pushing its way to $750.
Fair warning. $700.
I'm positive we've seen Outrunners. Let me try and get a quick search on this one here. Because I feel like it did really good. Or maybe it was just the original Outrun I'm thinking of. Because Outrun itself sells for thousands and thousands.
Next lot.
I didn't put in enough. Yeah, the last Outrun sale there, 9.8B for $2,000. Maybe we didn't see Outrunners before. Huh. I could have swore we did. Oh well. Rocket Knight Adventures VGA 90. I can't even act surprised anymore when this sell. Oh, it's pushing almost $700. I was going to say I can't even act surprised anymore when this sells so cheap, but like, it just pushed its way up to $750. Rise Star got up to $800. They found 5 million of them case fresh of Rise Star. Is that the one you're saying, Chris? A couple of cases were found. A couple of case fresh Rise Stars. What was it, like 12 copies or something were found not that long ago? A very notable find, honestly. That was one of those finds that was popped up on the internet, popped up on Reddit, and then was just like taken down immediately. You know what I mean? Suddenly, I had no idea who was selling them or where they were going. None of that stuff. It popped up and then it got swallowed away. You can never know about the case of Rise Star that was found. Like, we don't talk about... Shh. I've said too much already. Shaq Fu, Shadow of the Beast first. 9.0B+. Pedigree copy. Jeez, from what? The Indiana collection. Man, oh man. Pushing its way to almost 350. Yeah, Shaq Fu's a 10. That's why it had me there. Shaq Fu had me excited.
$480.
Shadow of the Beast, $337.50. Shaq Fu. Yeah, what a 10. Let's go, Shaq. Let's go, Shaq Fu. Pretty sure it's a new record sale on it. The last 10.0 back in August was $400, baby. Shaq Fu's looking for $600 right now. Doesn't get it, but still, $587.50 into Shining Force 2. Yeah, Shaq Fu never should have sold for $400 on the 10. That's just crazy. Shaq Fu's cooler than that. Shaquille O'Neal is cooler than that. Shining Force 2, the 9.0A+ here is pushing to almost $1,000. The last 9.0A+ was a WADA copy, 2023, for $1,300. I think this can do it, man. I kind of think Shining Force can do it. Yeah, only third time at Heritage here. Looking for $1,200 right now. That doesn't feel crazy to me. You bought the 9.2 Rise Star. You still love it, though? Rise Star's cool. Rise Star's cool. Saturday Night Slam Masters was your favorite Sega game? I've never played it, but people always say it's, like, really good. Who's bidding $1,000 on CIB Sonic? Is that what it's up to? Oh my, it's coming up next, 968. Jesus. Shining Force 2, like I said, easy passing that $1,300 comp from 2 years ago. Easy. Never doubted it for a second. That's why it's on the thumbnail, right? That's why it's on the thumbnail. $1,750 on Shining Force 2. That makes more sense to me. I think this game, along with Shining Force 1, should be a couple of the most collectible Sega Genesis games that are out there, right? I think they should be. I think they deserve that respect. So, the $1,750 on Shining Force 2 only ever released as cardboard, so getting like super nice copies is never going to be easy. $1,750, it's cool. Very cool. Sonic the Hedgehog 9.6, this is a early production. Is it a first print? I was going to use the F word there. But like, Jesus Christ, man, $1,750 for $1,750 for CIB Sonic? 9.4 all the way back to February 2024 was $1,680, but like, I thought these days were past us. I understand it's like one of the highest grade copies probably out there that exists, but like, whoo-wee. I thought the days of almost $2,000 Sonics were behind us, but here you go. Here you go. It's one of those things where you can, it is the single highest, hey? It is the single highest, hey, Big Box?
$750.
Xbox haters are tripping. Same era as GameCube plus unique look to black label / green color combo.
No, I hear you, Kevin. I hear you. Thanks for the $5, dude. I hear you. I like Xbox. I like original Xbox. I will forever be in the corner of original Xbox, man. And Xbox 360, I'm in heavy. Love it. Love collecting for 360. I just bought BioShock and Oblivion on 360, like within the past week. I'm shoring up that 360 collection, baby. Getting in while the getting's good. But thank you, Kevin, for the $5 there. Much appreciated, man. Yours is the highest, 9.8. Is yours also a printed in Japan or whatever it is here? The South San Francisco? $1,700. I mean, well, let's look at the Sonics here. We have a 9.48 plus first print going for $900 there, and we have a VGA 95 second print for $1,300. Again, here I know we talk variants and all this stuff. If you're gonna get a 95 second print Sonic, man, I think I'll just take it for $1,300. Is that crazy? I think I would just take it for $1,375 on the 95. $9.48 plus for $900. I don't know, dude. The difference between a 95 and a 9.48 plus is freaking worlds apart. Yeah, imagine if you get a 10 on it, right? Imagine if you get a 10 on it. The 9.8 A plus factory sealed Sonic is coming up in the November signature. Okay, that's what I was going to say about Sonic here, right? I'm sitting here, I'm freaking out about the $1,750, right? I get it. I get it. Adam!
Xbox 360 Live.
Let's go, dude. And Pyrocalypse. Jesus Christ, you guys.
Fair warning.
How am I supposed to talk about Sonic? How am I supposed to talk about Sonic?
Next lot.
Fuck Xbox. PlayStation 2 to the moon.
I mean, PS2 will undoubtedly have the better future. Let's not get it twisted out here, right? Let's not get it twisted. I'm going to support Xbox, but like, let's not get it twisted. PS2's popularity probably 10x's it. Sonic Spinball 9.68 plus, like I said the last time it sold a week ago or whatever, it just doesn't even, like, it's $300, man. It's $300. It just seems crazy cheap for Sonic Spinball. Sega Classic Streets of Rage VGA 95, beautiful freaking copy, pushes its way to $500. Sorry, with Sonic, what I was going to say, I'm sitting here freaking out about a $1,750 sale, right? But if this was Zelda on NES, TM, right? If this was Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, White Bullets, first print copy, selling for $2,000, I don't say anything, right? Don't even blink an eye. It's expected at this point. And those are games that are impossible to get factory sealed. First print Sonic, early print Sonic, impossible to get factory sealed. I understand why people are chasing the top mint 9.6 CIB. I don't know if I necessarily agree with it. You know, hard case versus cardboard, survivability, all of these things. There's just inevitably probably more Sonic out there than any of those other examples I gave. But I get it. $1,750. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I get it. I understand the rationale. That Spinball was a later production. Is it? Isn't it just is it because of the K to A? Later. Oh, the other one was GA, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Okay, well. Fair enough. That's on me. I forgot that Sonic actually has the GA versus KA.
$320.
The earlier ESRB. Is GA even ESRB, or is that the other stupid thing they had?
$380.
Getting deep in the lore here, deep in the weeds. Super Street Fighter 2, 9.8B plus, $512. Taz Escape from Mars, 9.9A plus plus. And of course, there's a link in the description of the video here, referral link if you want to get into a next Sega showcase, if you want to get into other showcase auctions, the Japanese, Power of PlayStation, 6th Gen and beyond is coming up as well, I believe. All of those auctions are coming back in 2026. You can start reaching out now, get referrals, all that things. Maybe it's finally time to pump in 26, right? Get ahead of the curve, get some nice sales in, lock in some profits. Profits in this market? Profits in video games? I must be thinking of the wrong. I must be. Oh boy, those painkillers from getting the wisdom teeth are still hitting me, I tell you. But videogames@ha.com, reach out, speak to a consignment expert, find out if Heritage Auctions is the right option for you guys.
$600.
Also, I'm pretty positive it's still open for consignment for the November signature. I think you have until the end of October. So if you want to free up some cash for the end of 2025 here, I think you have until the end of October to consign for that. Videogames@ha.com, reach out, talk to a consignment expert today. Talk to Evan, he's in the chat. Great guy. Taz from Escape from Mars closed at $537.50 into Tasmania VG85. I'm pretty sure it's just a really early release here. Any of these grid style box games, or most of the grid styles, are really hard to find factory sealed. Taz is no exception as it pushes its way here to someone just used their cut bid. Yeah, we're almost looking for $1,500. There's $1,500. There's $1,600. Looking for $7. Looking for $1,800. $19. $2,000 on Taz? Can we just sell it for $2,000? These grid style boxes, the grid style box factory sealed Genesis games are very hard to find. So they get a lot of love from deep Sega Genesis collectors. It's a lot like Black Box NES, where I can't fully articulate to you why Donkey Kong Jr. sells for $170,000. I can't fully articulate to you why Tasmania pushes $3,000. You know what I mean? I can't fully articulate that to you. It's just one of those deep Sega collecting things. Pushing for $3,500. I think Taz is taking the high watermark of the entire auction right now, if I'm not mistaken. I'm quite positive that this is the high mark by it's like 2xing the high mark. Yeah, the Sega Master System was the high mark at 2,000. Wow.
Next lot.
Tasmania,
$320.
$3,500. You went to 2,000. It's a grail, dude. You almost got doubled up, Krills. You're calling it a grail, and you almost got doubled up.
$360.
Hoo-wee. It's because Taz was such a good game at the time. You liked it.
Fair warning.
I mean, shoot. It's big. It's big. September 30th is the consignment deadline for the signatures. So you have until the end of the month to reach out for the next signature auction if you guys are interested in getting in that. If you have some big rare games, the end of the month will be your consignment deadline, November signature.
$480.
Clamshells don't get beat up like cardboard. If the underbidder on the CIB Sonic is here, you're happy to hook him up with a 9.6. That's my issue as well, Carts and Cardboard. I know. That's my issue as well. Hard case holds up way, way, way better. Would anyone want to pay for a 9.6 PlayStation game? You know what I mean? I'm skeptical, you know? So Sega Genesis kind of hits me the same way. Obviously, it's much older, but I have that same skepticism about CIB, which is why I don't necessarily agree with those valuations. But again, right, I get it. Toxic Oh,
$700.
My mouth is starting to hurt a bit. Toxic Crusaders, 9.68 plus $600 into Traysia. Renovation, deep Genesis collector here. I think Traysia is actually a good game too, if I'm not mistaken. Most of the renovation titles on Sega are really good. This is Wada Pop 1. Only factory sealed copy on the Wada Pop report. 9.8A pushing to $1,600. I looked on eBay. I couldn't find, right? TerraPeak pulls the last 3 years. In the past 3 years of eBay sold listings, I couldn't find a comp on this. I couldn't find a sale of a factory sealed copy, raw or otherwise. Traysia's pushing its way to $2,200. So we got a collectible game that is just impossible to find factory sealed. Kind of nuts. Pushing to $2,500, looking for $2,750. Someone just used their cut bid there. $2,750, $3,000. Yeah. Pop 1 freaking stonks. And it has now passed Tasmania. We're over $4,000. We are now at $4,500, $4,700, almost $5,000. $5,000, sure, why not, right? Let's keep it going. Let's keep this party started. Like, you don't got to go home yet. I'm just going to let it play out here. We're looking for $6,000, $6,200. At this point, like, they're both live bids, too. There is no proxy on this. These are live bids right here. This is just a fight. This is a fight to the frickin' finish for Sega Pop 1 goodness. Pop 1 goodness. The next bid will take it to $6,875.
$6,000.
$6,500. Immediate clap back there to take it to what, 7,800 I think it is right now, 7,500. 8,000 is the next bid. Someone just cut bids. Fuck it, 8,000. This is nuts, you guys. Oh my god. Oh my god, man. 2 people. I assume it's 2 people just fighting for this. It's one of those things, right, where we're gonna watch Traysia sell for it sold for $8,125, right? $8,000 on Traysia. I truly think if one of those 2 people weren't here, what would it have sold for, right? Maybe $2,000, $3,000? Whoo! That has Bucky all over it. Who's the other guy though? Chokeslam, right? Like, it takes 2, man. Takes 2 people. Yeah, you have to pray that it's a lifetime before another one ever appears. That is truly buying the one of one. Wow. $8,000.
Fair warning.
It only takes 2 to have a pissing contest? Yes. Which, speaking of, right, it only takes 2. If you guys remember the name Brady Hill from back during the bubble, he bought the $2 million Mario Bros, right? And, he commented on Instagram about the Golden 100 that he was the underbidder on both the DK and the DK Jr. So he underbid on both of them, and his comment was that if he didn't stop bidding, like, he doesn't think there was a ceiling. So it's another one of those things, right? Those Donkey Kongs just sold for like $500,000 combined. If that one person didn't bid, if Brady didn't push those, who knows? They could have sold for half the amount. It's kind of nuts when you get into that, where it's truly like 2 people pushing things. He commented on Instagram about the Donkey Kong's chokeslam. I seen it with my own eyes, man. Very interesting, right? Very interesting to see what brings out some of the whales. The whales still exist. They just swim in the shadows. That was nuts, you guys. You got your wisdom teeth out when you were a kid. Your parents bought you Pilot Wings and you had a game to play while you were recovering. That's sick. That's sick. My girlfriend should have bought me a new game for me to recover. She should have bought me the new FF7 Rebirth or whatever. I still need to play that. I need a PS5 too. She should have bought both. It's a very big operation. Very scary. I'm very deserving. Brady drove up a number of the Jopes games on his own. Yes. Yes. One of those. That's I know it's something that Henry always hammers on in the podcast there, where it only takes a couple of people to truly move the market, just because of how shallow the depth is in a lot of ways. And you see it every now and then, where it's like, shit, one person decided to show up. You know what I mean?
$320. $340.
Traysia for $8,000 though. Wow. Wolverine Adamantium Rage 95, nicest copy I think that's ever come up for this game, $1,500. Royal Rumble 9.98++ for $750. The Sega Genesis Model 3, $1,100 on the 85. These are freaking awesome, man.
$700.
4 in a row here. We have like prototype unreleased box covers for Earthworm Jim 2. All prototypes, all marked by Wada Games here, all from the Harvey collection. Starting off with the first one here, unreleased box cover composite. Yeah, just insane. From Michael
$950.
I don't want to screw up his last name here. Michael Kolsch.
$900.
Personal Archives. Michael Kolsch. I think it's Kolsch.
$950.
Quelch?
$1,000.
Either way, pushing its way over $1,000 right here. This is that type of this is that type of video game rarity history, whatever, that you'll never see it again, right? You'll never see it again once it sells. I assume it'll be swallowed up into a collection, and that's that. We are over $1,000 on the average lot now. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Kolsch.
Fair warning.
Kolsch.
1,003.
You're either about to spend $10,000 in the next hour or nothing. Have you won anything yet, Chokeslam? Mike Kolsch is the Earthworm Jim cover artist. He sent me this with a few paintings in a big buy. Yeah, I figured he was the original cover artist of the game there.
$320.
Just crazy, Adam. Yeah, these are coming from the Harvey collection. If you guys look at the chat there, there's Adam Harvey. He's the person who sent these in here. Longtime collector, again. It's one of those things where I assume Adam has had these in his collection for a long time. And once they're sell here and once they get swallowed up by another person like Adam, they just don't see the light of Earth. Yeah, they don't see the light of day again. The light of Earth. They just don't see it. Earthworm Jim 2 again here. Prototype, unreleased cover box. A football style box here. Cool, good to know. That's why you popped up in the Discord. Every now and then, Odin, we get the we get graced by royalty in the Discord.
$1,900.
You haven't won anything and you can't say yet. Fair. I'm excited. I'm rooting for you, dude. I'm rooting for you. We're out of Genesis. You're bidding on something that isn't Sega Genesis, hamster. How intriguing.
$2,200.
The football style cover here is pushing its way to almost over $2,500. This one sold for $1,600. The football style one here is pushing to $2,500 right now on this. You wanted one of these Earthworm Jim covers, but the prices, man.
$340.
SVR, it just... I know, man. I know. I expected these to blow up. These are just insane collectibles. Even just going beyond Sega and what it is, these are just insane pieces, right? This gets into the... This gets into the type of pieces that differentiate your collection against everyone else. So I understand why they're pumping. I also looked at them and I even debated putting like a proxy bid of $400 or something. There was no way, right? It was never going to happen. The Earthworm Jim 2 here, the Shadow Puppet version, pushing its way to, over $2,000 again. Of course it is. These are pieces of paper though, like composition, not really a mock-up box.
$2,600.
I can't speak to it, Josh. You have an actual mock-up Shadow Puppet? These are, they're compositions.
Next lot.
I don't want to say anything out of.
300, 400, 400.
You didn't bid on them. You collect this shit. No, I know you do. I know you do. And like your opinion, I fully love it, right? I love your opinion. I just don't know where negative, positive lies when we talk about art, prototype, early production, composites, mock-ups. You know what I mean? It's a world where I never participated. The piece box did go for $3,000, the most expensive of the one here. Here's the next one, also making the peace sign Shadow Puppets, pushing its way to $2,500.
$2,600.
Right to $3,000 here. I also assume it's like SVR. I would kind of assume it's the same guy buying them all. I would kind of assume. Any update on the Cheat Code Weekly podcast? And when are you showing your collection? The Cheat Code was published today, Karen. Cheat Code went live today talking about the Donkey Kong sales at Golden Auctions. This Earthworm Jim 2 mock-up here, love it, hate it, think it's cool, don't think it's cool. It's pushing to $5,500. Woo-wee! Over $5,000 to the last one here. $5,250. Whew. Whew. $8,000, $10,000, like $13,000 total there for the 4 of them.
$700.
About $13,000. That's crazy, man. You were the underbidder on the last one there. Jeez, man. Battletoads 9.08 plus on Game Gear. One of the rarest Game Gear games, surprisingly. Like even just CIB, even as a cartridge, it has value. Like it's up there. Battletoads with the most desirable, rarest games, which is kind of weird given how much of a name brand it is. Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse 9.08 plus here on Game Gear. I spoke too soon. Seriously, Joe. Seriously. Has to be some giant Earthworm Jim fan buying all these. It has to be, I assume. But you get into a weird world, like I was saying there, William, where sometimes it's people who collect one of ones, people who collect the rarest, the weirdest. You know what I mean? You sometimes get those types of collectors who start buying up pre-production composite mock-ups. It brings out a different breed of collector, basically. At least I think it does. Maybe it is just a Jim diehard, but... The Mickey Castle of Illusion, $325 into Crystal Warriors, 9.48 plus. Also, very, very rare game here on Game Gear. Even CIB, super rare, super hard to get. Pushing to $550 here on the 9.4A plus. And it's a strategy RPG, I think, right? Yeah, what the heck is it? Turn-based strategy game, similar to Fire Emblem and Shadow Force. Yeah, okay. Shining Force, sorry, Shadow. Yeah, Shining Force and Fire Emblem, it plays like. Pushing its way at almost $700 here on Crystal Warriors. Game Gear collectors, you know, right? Game Gear collectors know. Pushing up to $1,000 here on Crystal Warriors. Actually going to outsell Battletoads. Battletoads only was a 9.0, but 9.4 here, pushing its way. First time at Heritage Auctions as well on Crystal Warriors. Pushing over $1,000 easy now on Crystal Warriors. This is a game where I threw a proxy bid of like $500 at it, because my thought was, will people know Crystal Warriors is as rare as it is? The answer looks like yes. The answer looks like yes here. Your Earthworm Jim collection is still fire. Would have been nice with these, but wowzers. But in the world of mock-up and 4 displays, you could shove all sorts of sheets into Genesis cases and get them the same designation. Maybe you can, Josh. Maybe that's the play, man. Maybe that's the play. Take all of your composite sheets, take all of your whatever it is. I know you're saying, like, leave them flat. For displayability, putting this piece of paper inside of a Genesis case, I think does display better. Maybe it's not a proper representation of what the item is, but, like, it looks great being put inside of a Genesis case and displayed this way. Crystal Warriors, by the way, holy fucking shit. I don't know what else to say at this point. Like, I looked away for a second. I thought the auction was done. We're pushing $3,000. We're at $3,000. Yeah, it's you know, we're getting into the realm now. Unironically, this might be the most expensive Game Gear sale ever not named Sonic. Because I think Sonic on Game Gear had some stupid sales at some point. But this is now pushing $4,000, and yeah, that has to we're still going, fuck, $4,000. That is insane. What do we have for Game Gear here? Like I said, I think Sonic has sold for like close to $10,000 or something.
Fair warning.
So that's probably going to be the highest. Can we filter video games here as well? Comics and comic art. That is insane, you guys. $4,000 on the nose. $4,000.
$950.
Wow. Mega Man. Right. Freaking Mega Man for $8,000. That is the high mark. Mega Man for $8,000. How'd I forget about that? How'd I forget about Mega Man? I even frickin' hyped that up in a video. Is there anything else? That's it.
$900.
There isn't even a Sonic sale here at Golden or at Heritage that sold for as much. Sonic is at $2,600. So this Game Gear sale here at $4,000 is the second highest that's ever sold by like a mile. And the only one higher than it is Mega Man. at 8,000 by a mile. And the Lucky Dime Camper right now at 85 plus is frickin' $2,500 itself.
$420. $600.
$2,437.50. Oh my God, Game Gear. Oh my God, Game Gear. Like, what?
Fair warning.
Who are these people? Who are these people buying Game Gear in 2025? In 2025? What the heck, man?
Fair
That is
warning.
insane. And now I'm sitting here thinking Battletoads was cheap as hell.
Slot.
Right? Battletoads was cheap at $800.
$650.
Mortal Kombat 9.88 for $718. Here's Sonic, by the way. There's one tonight. We'll see.
$800. $950.
This is what? The
$1,000.
earliest version of Sonic? What are you saying here, Evan? 5 zone, 1664 product code, early production.
$1,200.
One of the 6 sealed examples of this, none listed higher.
$1,000.
You might be talking about a variant I'm not aware of. I know about, like, this is no ESRB or whatever. 5 zone is first print.
$700.
All right, so here we go. True first print Sonic on Game Gear, pushing its way to $2,000. Maybe I'll be right about Sonic being the most expensive.
$1,800.
There weren't 5 zones. Got him. Got him. And scammer gets scammed. Pushing its way to $2,500 now on Game Gear Sonic. I no part of me tonight expected for the high bids. I mean, we still got Sega Saturn to go, and there's insane stuff coming up later for the Sega Saturn stuff. But like, oh my gosh, man. I did not expect.
$110.
I did not expect
$130.
Game Gear.
$107. $102.
That's crazy. $2,750 there on the VGA 85. $2,750. So yeah, Sonic is still very expensive as well. It's very hard to find factory sealed on Game Gear. Odin, I didn't sell my Game Gear. I haven't sold my Game Gear yet, man. I haven't sold my... I still have a lot of my really, really, really good Game Gear stuff. Is it time?
Fair warning.
Is it time? Is it time to liquidate, boys? Is it time to sell some Game Gear? What the heck, man? What the heck? Welcome to Sega CD, everybody. Those are a lot of fireworks.
Fair warning.
Those are a lot of fireworks to follow up, but we'll see what Sega CD and Sega Saturn have in store for us. Now I believe anything's possible, right? Coming out of that, man, I believe anything's possible. Android Assault, the 9.98++ for $450 to start things off. I just had to check on the Bills-Dolphins game.
Next
Had to go and take a peek there.
$280. $480.
I know it's projected that the Dolphins are going to get absolutely steamrolled tonight, so I just had to see how they're holding up at the end of the first quarter, you know? Nice little 7-7 right now. Keeping it close, keeping it competitive. You love to see it. NBA Jam 9.98+ for $400 there. Into Robo Alest 9.9A+. I think it's the highest copy ever. Yeah, highest copy ever sold here at Heritage. Spiritual successor to Musha on Genesis, pushing its way to $800 here. 9.9A+ on this is nuts.
$750.
I reach out to Heritage Auctions to see if selling my Game Gear is right for me. Yes, cards and cardboard. Yes. That's what I need to do. I need to reach out to see. Is selling my Game Gear right for me? It could be, man. I got to click the link in the description. I got to click that link and see. Robo Alest for $875. It doesn't feel like a lot. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like a lot of money for the grade, because I think lower grade copies are like $300, $400, $500. So I mean, you're getting what might be one of the nicest copies that exist. Do people just not care about Robo Alest at the higher prices? I don't know. But $875 for it, Sonic CD 9.6A. Maybe one of you guys picked it up on Robo Alest. I honestly think it's a deal. Do you think you're going to send in your Sonic Chaos for grading? Do you have a Majesco print grounder, or do you have a real print of Sonic Chaos?
$480.
I don't know if you're being facetious or not. But Sonic Chaos is one of those games like Sonic 2 where Majesco printed the absolute shit out of it. There's like 10 games on Game Gear that Majesco just drowned. They drown people with them. So
$280. $850.
if your copy of Sonic Chaos is an actual Majesco case pack, I don't know if it's worth getting graded. Like maybe if it's case pack fresh, you might still get a premium at 9.8 A++. But like, you know, most people are well aware that the Majesco copies, they're out there. Knuckles Chaotix is very cool. In my opinion, I was going to say it's the coolest 32X game. The most expensive 32X game that exists is Spider-Man Web of Fire. It's worth thousands, I think, even CIB at this point. And it's very cool because it's Spider-Man. Knuckles Chaotix is the second coolest game on 32X because it stars frickin' Knuckles. 85 plus here, pushing its way to $1,500. Only 5 copies on the VGA Pop Report. Only 1 graded higher. It's rare as heck. It's expensive as a CIB. I think it's a few $100 now to get one of these CIB. Pushing its way to $1,750. Knuckles Chaotix, man. I never even got a chance to play this game. I think I owned it or own it still. Maybe CIB. Maybe I need to set up Sonic and play some frickin' Knuckles, man. Maybe we need to set up the Tower of Power, the Genesis, the 32X. I think I still have all this shit. It's like, it's in a bin in storage at this point. But I think I still have it all. Knuckles Chaotix sells for $1,625. Super freaking cool. Super cool. I don't want to say it's undervalued, but I think it could be, man. Yeah, Knuckles absolutely needs a new modern game. Absolutely he does. I can't believe he didn't. I can't believe Knuckles... Wasn't he a big part of the Sonic movie 3?
$800.
I haven't seen it yet. No spoilers. But I thought Knuckles was a big part of that, because we saw Shadow absolutely explode, like the GameCube PS2 versions. Night Trap is a 10.0. What a grade here. 10.0 perfect grade on Night Trap. Sega 32X. That's nuts. CGC still has your games from 4 months ago. They are not getting caught up. No. They are not getting caught up. Absolutely not. They currently quote a 100 business days, Poker Face, is their current turnaround time. So, no, you are going to, you're probably going to be waiting still. You're probably going to be waiting still. They have not,
Fair warning.
They have not caught up. Oh, Sonic Movie 2 was all about Knuckles. Sorry.
Next lot.
Yeah, I knew he had a lot of relevance there in one of them. I am surprised that he didn't receive any kind of new game. Night Trap, the 10.0, going for $1,375 on the 10. The Sega 32X. Is this the version you want, or do you just want base Sega CD version?
$300.
I think you just want the base version, right? I mean, this still did pretty decent. The last 9.6 A++ earlier this year was $350. So this sold for 3 times as much, 4 times as much as a 9.6 A++. It's not bad. It's not bad. The Sonic 3 movie is Shadow. Right. I told you I haven't seen it, right? I did try to save myself there. A 4X premium versus the 9.6 A++ is not bad on a, I don't want to say a random game, but you know what I mean. A lesser title like Night Trap. Alone in the Dark, One-Eyed Jack's Revenge, a 10 grade on this as well. Yeah, now we're getting into this crazy Sega Saturn again where we're 9.9, 9.9, 10, 10, 10. It's like what? We have 3 10s in a row on Sega Saturn. That is impossible. It's impossible.
Next lot.
Yeah, Evan, are you still here? Where did all these Sega 10s come for? I don't want to get the story wrong. I think you said it was from someone in distribution with Sega or something like that, where he took 1 copy of each game, like direct from manufacturing. If you're still here, you can tell the proper story, but it was something like that, man, where that is why these 10s exist. Industry employee involved in disc manufacturing. Yeah, there you go. Like, these don't exist, right? We all know that. These don't exist. These aren't supposed to exist. You either buy a 10 today or you'll never see a 10 again. So, well, it is possible because they lowered the bar, 10s for everyone.
Fair warning.
Alone in the Dark, 687.50. Baku Baku, 9.98++, 287.50. Battle Arena Toshinden Remix, 9.98++. Only a couple graded copies on any pop report on this one. Is this... Feels like the first time at Heritage, maybe not, but I don't recognize seeing this before. Didn't get much love on this. $325 on Battle Arena there. In 2, Battle Arena Toshinden URA Ultimate Revenge Attack. I've never seen this before. Ultra rare find in elite condition, highest graded copy known to exist, public available, barely more than 0, virtually non-existent.
$850.
Yeah, this has not been at Heritage before. I feel extremely confident saying that. Pushing its way to $1,000 here on the 10.0.
Fair warning.
Are Saturn games prone to coming loose in the case? I don't think so. Like, I don't think Saturn games coming loose is as bad as some other disc-based systems. Or at least it's never been what a lot of people talk about. Now, I'm not big in Saturn, so maybe someone else can chime in. But I don't think it's ever been a huge issue with Saturn. I think the spindle is pretty strong, the spindle is pretty deep, but... Again, someone else can chime in if they want there about Sega Saturn discs coming loose. Battle Arena Toshinden there, the URA going for $1,000. Blazing Dragons 10A++. Right, it has the foam in there. Right, that foam insert is going to do wonders to hold the game in place. That's a very good point. Totally forgot about that. That foam is doing the heavy lifting in there. It's just like, if you don't know, it's a little foam block. It's like gray, it's yee big, and it literally just sits in there. You've seen a loose disc, but you've also successfully been able to reset it. Very nice. Very nice about the resetting of the disc there. Yeah, I just don't mess around with Saturn enough to like have a really good gauge. Yeah, like how I even forgot about the frickin' piece of foam.
$500.
Blazing Dragons here is pushing its way to $600. The 9.8A Plus, all the way back in December 2021, was $400. So the 10.0 is getting some premium here. 10.0 is getting some premium. You have a sealed Saturn Tomb Raider that had a loose disc. You sold it on eBay for super cheap before sealed blew up. No. No. Mickey, no. I mean, everyone in this chat right now, I assume, has sold something before the boom that they otherwise probably regret. So, your bids are getting vaporized. $875 here on Blazing Dragon, still pushing. I mean, a lot of this Sega stuff did very strong, Max, at the signature auction. So, like, it's kind of just a continuation here for Sega. I mean, the grades on a lot of this stuff is truly, I don't want to say once in a lifetime, but, like, this shit, man, should remain one of one on a lot of it. Right? Like, we shouldn't get 10.0 Saturns, basically, ever. Bug, 10A++ here, pushing its way to $400.
$360.
30 more years and that foam will be gone. The disc holding the teeth get brittle. Yeah, I imagine the teeth in that spindle can smash the same way as anything. But yeah, with Saturn games, exactly, if you guys had mentioned it, it's the seals, man. The seals are always ripped. The seals are absolute garbage on this. It's genuinely like wrapping a game in like Glad shrink wrap. That is how strong these are. It's like frickin' shrink wrap. So if you were to even just like take your fingernail and run it down a Saturn seal, you'd scratch the ever-loving shit out of it. Like, they are very cheap, very brittle, very scratch, tear, all that stuff. That's the biggest thing with Saturn. Obviously, they crack easy as well, but like, the seals, man. The seals are just junk. $575 on Bug, the 10.0. Burning Rangers, 9.6A+, only 9 on the pop report. One of the big ones here on Sega Saturn. It looks like there was a 9.6A+, April 2023 for $2,000. So that'll be kind of a decent litmus there if Sega's getting as much love. Can it outsell April 2023 at $2,000? Same grade, same company. Burning Rangers, man, 1,437 today. Not quite, not quite. Isn't the CIB of this even like, what, $500-600 bucks?
$220.
I know Burning Rangers is just freaking expensive. Clockwork Knight 2, 9.8A++ here.
$280.
Oh! You really wonder if those Sega and Saturns... You really wonder if those Saturn and Sega CD seals will rot in the capsule. I mean... I don't know what the next 30 years holds for that. You know what I mean? Will Sega CD, Sega Saturn seals, will they forever hold up? Will they forever stay moist, so to say? I don't know. I know a lot of casual people talk about that with the market where, oh no, everything's going to get brittle and just like, everything's going to get brittle and waste away, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know.
Fair warning.
I don't know. I feel like if it's stored properly, it shouldn't. But I genuinely don't know. Another 40 years. I don't know. Clockwork Knight 2, 9.8A++.
Fair warning. Next lot. $1,700.
$525 on Clockwork Knight 2. Contra.
$1,000.
Legacy of War, 3D glasses included, 9.9A++. I'm pretty sure this, yeah, okay. April 3rd, 2025, where the 9.6A++ sold for $3,000. And I'm pretty positive at the time it was the highest graded copy that sold. And I'm pretty positive at the time that I was like, oh my freaking God, Contra just sold for $3,000. Well, here's the 9.9 copy now. It just hit $3,000. Can it actually exceed now? Or was that one of those first to market big pushes on the 9.6? We'll see what happens here. Looking for $3,500 now on the 9.9 A++. Now, truly, this should be the top condition copy, right? Surely there's nothing nicer out there. Surely. Fingers crossed.
$3,400.
I can't, I don't, like, maybe HW, maybe there is, but I don't want to, like, CGC, mark nothing, man, 9.9 A++.
Next lot.
Selling for $4,000. $4,000. So yeah, it's $1,000 more than the 9.6, but it's not, it's not that juicy, you know what I mean? It's not that juicy. $1,000 more than the 9.6. It's just one of those. Yeah, maybe it was you, Time Capsule, talking to me. Did you buy the other copy? Were you the underbidder on the other copy? I can't remember who it was. I can't remember. And I remember I expressed fear at the 9.6, but I can't remember the full context. Either way, $4,000 for the 9.9 A++ Contra Legacy of War. Croc, baby, Legend of the Gobos, 9.9 A++. You were the buyer of the last one. Okay, did you also, like honestly, I mean, it's a lot of frickin' money, I get it. It's another $4,000. But I probably personally would have tried to bid on this one as well now. I don't know if you also took that route, but...
Next lot.
9.6 was first to market at the time. You didn't even know this one existed. Yeah, Yep. That's the context. The only two sealed Contras you've ever seen were from industry people. Shows how they just don't exist in the wild. I mean, yeah, that's... People are corroborating that they just don't exist, so... Kind of freaking nuts, though. Croc, Legend of the Gobos, $375 there. Into Crypt Killer, another 10. The CGC 10.
Fair warning. $420.
I was going to say something, now I forgot my thought. The heck was I going to say? Oh, sorry, Game Gallery, you asked, how do I value the 9.8 versus 10? Anywhere from a 2 to 10x is what I would say. Anywhere from a 2 to a 10x. But on games like, you know, Sega Saturn, Sega CD, stuff like that, I would really only expect like a 2 to 5x just because I don't think that depth of market exists where you're going to have multiple bidders chasing the 10 at some kind of insane multiple versus a 9.8. You know what I mean? That's me personally when I look at this stuff. Like, would a Crypt Killer 10 sell for 5,000 and then a 9.8 sells for 500? I doubt it. You know, look what just happened with the Contra. That's a perfect example. The 9.6 and the 9.9 were $1,000 apart. What was it, like a 1.25 premium on it? You know what I mean? Crypt Killer, the 10, $687.50.
$600.
Any $300,000 sales yet? We need to keep the momentum going. Yeah, we got to keep this party going, man. No $300,000 sales here, Mike, but Game Gear freaking pop, man. $4,000 on Crystal Warriors there. And there was also, on Genesis, Traysia. Probably two games you've never even heard of, Mike. Traysia and Crystal Warriors, selling for a combined $12,000. How do you shake a tree at that, hey? What do you shake your branch about with that? Kind of crazy. Die Hard are... That's trash. 12K is trash, yeah. Everything's... all the perceptions are skewed now. All perceptions are skewed. Die Hard Arcade 10.0 A++, pushing its way to almost $2,000. Here we go, kind of the first pop-off in these 10.0 grades, hey? Yes, this is the first one. Even Burning Rangers. Oh, the Contra at 4,000, but the 10.0s haven't really been popping. Die Hard Arcade here, man, pushing its way to $2,200, $2,500. There we go. There we go. We got to raise the bar, we do. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right on that. What am I doing sitting here saying that, what am I doing sitting here saying that $8,000 is good? That's child's play. 6 figures or bust, baby.
Fair warning.
4,250.
Next lot.
4,000 on the nose on Die Hard Arcade. That's a premium right there. That's a premium. Damn. $4,250 spent. Did you just buy this, Chokeslam? Did you just buy Die Hard Arcade? Holy shit, dude. I am like
fair warning.
What price did you come into this thinking it was going to be? Because I'm surprised someone pushed you to $4,000. Doom! 10A++. Pushing its way to $800 here. Perfect copy of Doom on Saturn. And yes, there's a VGA 90 right beside it. The 10.0 Doom just about ended there. It's still pushing, looking for $875. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Speculating on Bruce's death. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm surprised. Like, maybe I shouldn't be. It's freaking Die Hard, I guess. But just after we saw a lot of the other 10s selling for like $1,000 or under, I am surprised that Die Hard got pushed all the way to $4,000. The game just doesn't exist. What's the story on Doom cover art? I don't know. I have no idea why they went with such a weird cover versus every other version of the game. Super weird to me. I think it's the worst cover that exists for Doom. Just kind of weird.
Fair warning.
Pushing its way to over $1,000 here.
Next lot. $340.
Doom, just over $1,000. Barely over $1,000 there. The Doom 90 uncirculated mint VGA copy is pushing $400. Yeah, so what will the premium be here? A 2x? Right? It's going to be about a 2x right now. From the VGA 90 to a Wata 10. Which is kind of in line with, a VGA 90 probably going to cross over to a 9.8A++, like probably.
$420.
The VGA 90 here pushing its way to $500. What are you saying you expect more on the... It's a top game on the system in your opinion. Yeah, you were expecting 3,000 to 4,000. Well, shit. All right. I mean, hey, you're the one bidding on it. You know more than I do in this case. I find myself surprised at the 4,000, but if you came into it expecting it, woo-wee, that's quite the game in that case. That is quite the game in that case. Doom, the VGA 90 is still pushing. We're almost at like $600 now.
Fair warning.
Right? Like truly just a 2X premium.
Next lot.
A 2X premium. $550, like almost perfect. A
$600.
2X premium. This is what I mean with Sega Saturn and Sega CD stuff, where I don't think a lot of the games, a lot of the titles are going to get these... God, I got an itchy freaking nose here. Are going to get these monster premiums in the certain grades. It feels like that's more of a Nintendo, Mario, Zelda, you know what I mean? Those are the games where people really, really, really chase, really chase that 10 premium. They chase the differentiation. Maybe it's that a lot of this stuff on Sega Saturn, CD, Genesis, Game Gear, all of this stuff is so freaking rare anyway that, you know, what are we mincing? Does it really matter if you have a 9.6 or a 10 when there's only two that exist? You know what I mean? Does it really matter at that point when there's only two copies that exist anyway? I think that probably plays into it as well. Doom! No, dude, fuck. Duke Nukem! I just defaulted to Doom there. Duke Doom. I defaulted. 9.98++ Duke Nukem, $1,750. I just like saying Doom, man. 10A, one of the weirdest grades you're going to see from CGC. If you've never seen this before, if this is new to you, CGC, yes, you can get the 10.0, the perfect box grade with any seal grade. This is the lowest seal grade I think I've ever seen with a 10. Theoretically, you could also get a 10B+, right? Theoretically. So, a 10A on Earthworm Jim 2. Pushing its way to $1,500.
Fair warning.
9.8A back in October 2021 was $1,000. And this also gets really tricky, right? When we're talking like... when we talk about the 10 premium, I only mean 10A++. When you start messing with 10A, 10A+, yeah, the Unicorn 10C+, I don't know what the premiums are supposed to be. It's completely wild card at that point. You know what I mean? At that point, anything can happen. So, Earthworm Jim 2, the 10A, pushing almost $2,000.
Fair warning.
What the fuck is a 10A? C+ is the lowest seal grade, Mike. It is. So 10C+ is theoretically the Unicorn Grail, man. Enemy Zero, 9.9A++. The thing is, right, if you were to take this Earthworm Jim, let's say you cracked it open and you ripped up the seal more, right? You ripped it up, you clawed up a bit. I don't think there's any freaking chance that you get a 10 again. Right? I don't think there's any chance that they're going to give you a 10 on something that's scratched to shit. So it's a bit of a... Even if you resubmit this game that received a 10 the first time. Enemy Zero, 9.9A++. Enemy Zero also gets some love here on Sega Saturn. Survival horror title, pushing its way to almost 1,100 here. Does this have to do with D? Is this like a sequel to D? Does it have anything to do with D? Am I crazy? $1,000 on Enemy Zero. Into Fighters Mega Mix.
$130.
In cards, people collect the whole PSA 1 to 10. Yeah, we're never getting to that world. Yeah, the 10.0A. A nice Canadian copy there for you, GT. The nice Canadian copy for you.
$150.
Fighters Mega Mix 10A++ CGC.
$170.
And once again, you guys, thank you for being here tonight. Tonight's auction is sponsored by Heritage Auctions. Link in the description. Referral if you want to reach out, talk to a consignment expert. If you have some raw games, if you have games that aren't graded yet, Heritage can help you get them graded, help you get them to auction, all that good stuff. There's showcase auctions coming up 2026. The signature auction in November is still open for consignment to the end of the month. So, everything's coming up. And of course, the weekly auctions every single Tuesday. Videogames@ha.com. You can reach out any questions you have. Evan's always in the chat. Evan's always in the Discord if you want to talk to him. Videogames@ha.com. Links in the description, all that good stuff. Who's thanks to Heritage sponsoring tonight? Sega, man. Sega is the future. I doubted it. You guys doubted it. We all doubted it. Sega's the future.
$300.
You're not even sure if you took a 10 and resubmitted it untouched, you'd still get a 10? I mean, I agree with you, Adam. I do. Especially with CGC's scale. Because CGC also has the 9.9, I feel like that added granularity at the highest end does make it more unlikely to get a 10 and then a 10. But neither here nor there. Buy the number, not the game. You guys know how this is. We're number chasing out here. It doesn't matter if you can do it again. It doesn't matter if the grade's replicable. Just buy the frickin' 10, right? Don't overthink it. Just buy the 10. Bigger number, better game. Fighters Megamix, $350. Fighting Vipers, 10A++. Yeah, some of these 10s here, like, they just aren't the best games in the world. I get it. Fighters Megamix, $350 on the 10. But if you are a collector of this console, if you do like Sega Saturn, I mean, that's kind of incredible, man. You're getting a 10 for $350. Like, that's kind of just cool. The Fighting Vipers pushing their way to $550. Did you see someone is selling an empty case pack box at the weekly for Pokemon Yellow? I did. I did see that, hockey guy. I can only assume whoever purchases that empty case pack of Pokemon Yellow, there's no issues there, right? It's probably going to a collector who just wants it in their collection. Who else would purchase an empty case pack? What else would you do with it?
$240.
But yes, I did see that. I did see that. Kind of funny. $550 of Fighting Vipers into Gex. 10A++. Gex, man. Is the Scott the Woz meme still alive for Gex, or has it faded? Do we still get love on Gex? You bought the Fighters! Max, is that your first win of the night? You said your bids were getting vaporized. Glad to see you win something, man. You fight as a car in Megamix? It's GOAT, Smash way before Smash. Is it a platform fighter?
$360.
Gex is slowly pushing its way here to $500. I was going to say Gex came out first on the Saturn, but I think Gex, believe it or not here, I'm about to blow your brain, I think Gex actually got its very first release on 3DO. Ugh! Ugh, even uttering the words just made me... Ugh. I think 3DO is where Gex got its start. So, like, if you want a deep collectible out there, if you want the true Gex first print, you go make an eBay search for 3DO right now. And you see how fun that rabbit hole is. The Sega Saturn version here is getting some love as it's pushing up to $1,000 here. It is getting some love.
Fair warning.
It is 3DO. Yeah, geez. That's
$850.
Oh, boy. For people who care, man, I think it's super cool. If you are a Gex fan, if you want that cool Gex collectible, I think it is very cool to chase down a 3DO copy. For everyone else in the world...
Next lot.
You know what I mean? For everyone else in the world. Exactly. If you think Saturn's big, wait until you start collecting 3DO. It's nuts. It's the definition of just like wasted space.
$1,300.
April 1995 on 3DO, December 1995 for PS1 and Saturn. Look at almost a year, almost a full year earlier. $1,000 on Gex. Golden Axe the Duel, 9.9A++ is crazy. Rare game, always been a rare game, part of the Golden Axe world, which makes it dope in my opinion. 9.9A++ pushed up to $2,000. The last 9.6A was $550. Even during the pandemic, a 9.8A+ only got up to $1,200. So this 9.9A++ here, $1,800, that is the peak for Golden Axe the Duel, I think. Outselling a 9.8A+ from back in the bubble. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Guardian Heroes, 9.9A++. 66% of the way through the auction here. Sega Saturn is going to... Man, there's a lot of Saturn. Oh my, do we like close out with Saturn? There's Dreamcast. Jeez. There's some Dreamcast and some art at the end of the auction. And also, secretly here, this is the secret item. No one knows this one existed back there. There's an 85+ graded brand new Milton Bradley Sonic the Hedgehog board game. That's pretty fucking cool. No one knows it's back there. Don't tell anybody. Sega Saturn, a bit of Dreamcast, and some Sonic board games to close out. Yes, Mike, you actually missed the you missed the description. It was someone involved with industry distribution. What the hell are the actual words here? I don't want to make
Fair warning.
50-50, so insane. Evan, the 2 sealed Contras. Yeah, someone who did like industry work with distribution of the discs. So these all did come from one person, or the vast majority did come from one person. And yes, that is why they are as nice as they are, as insane as they are, and why there are so damn many. Startide, you bought the Golden Axe. That's fucking sick, man. That is sick. Guardian Heroes is surprising me. 9.9 A++, published by Traysia, an action RPG. Maybe it is just more design. 9.8A just sold for $1,600 earlier this year. Guardian Heroes is simply way more expensive than I had in my head. And I think the issue here with Guardian Heroes is that the box art screams worthless. You know what I mean? This is just like a collecting thing, right? This box art does not scream $3,000. There's certain... You know what I mean? This box art is shovelware, and I think that's why I often don't remember Guardian Heroes in my head. And it's one of those things where you've seen like so many different boxes. There's trends, right? There's certain styles of a lot of games that are expensive. This one just does. Like Golden Axe looks like it's going to be more expensive, right? Golden Axe looks like it's going to be more expensive. Guardian Heroes just looks like I guess shitty polygon fighter. It just, my brain never makes it work properly. Gun Griffin there, 9.9A+ for $250. The Incredible Hulk, the Pantheon Saga, 10 grade on this as well. I think the Hulk will get some love as well, pushing up to $550 here. Guardian Heroes is actually a great game. Yeah, it said it was like a 2D, but it's published by Traysia. I assume it is great. Does Traysia have any games that are bad? You'd like to see more Neo Geo. There just haven't been any real inquiries. We've seen like 1 or 2 CIBs in the $200 to $500, but that's it. Yeah, I've never seen a Neo Geo game in person, Evan. Never in my life. 15 years of collecting, I've never seen a Neo Geo game. As far as I'm concerned, they don't exist. It's just something you tell kids about to get them to go to bed at night. Like, the Neo Geo doesn't exist, man. I'm not surprised that you guys have also like never sourced any. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts.
$850. $900.
You just mistook a box for a fridge. Exactly. Kids won't even know what Neo Geo is. Of course they won't. Of course they. Says the guy who's bullish on Wii U. Bullish on Wii U is an overstatement. I resent that. I do not accept that. I don't adopt that statement. The Incredible Hulk, like I said, getting some love here. Comic book tie-in. It's a 10. Like, there's always going to be some love. I don't think the Pantheon Saga is held in the highest of regards as a game, as a collectible, all that stuff. But $1,218 on it. Not bad. In the Hunt, 9.8A++. Not bad on the Pantheon Saga. This is another one where I think I threw a proxy bid of like $400 or $500 on it just because, right? Just because. You can't be the only one here who collects Neo Geo AES. Fletch, I would say it is insanely likely you are the only person here who collects. There's 86 people in here. You don't think you're the only person who collects Neo Geo? Dude. Evan, I hate you. You are one of 2 people here who collect AES. One of 2 people. There's just no one who does it, man. You just can't find it. It just doesn't exist. You've owned Neo Geo games twice in your life. Now you have the arcade machine. You made a killing buying up some Neo Geo MVS arcade cards a couple of years ago. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Iron Storm, 9.9A++. Working Designs goodness here. Pushing its way to $1,375. The last 9.8A++ WATA copy earlier this year was $1,100. So this 9.9 is going head-to-head now with a 9.8. $1,100 back in April. This copy right now is looking for $1,500.
Fair warning.
Which, Yeah, I don't expect a big premium between 9.9 CGC and 9.8 WADA. Like, I just don't. 1,375. I'm happy to see that it did outsell the other copy, though. Because that, to me, means there's more people who still want to buy this game. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Last Bronx, 9.9 A++. AES equals the deepest pocketed collectors, literal top hat and monocle? Yes. Exactly. Exactly.
$60.
Like, Neo Geo is just away from everyone. In North America, Neo Geo stuff just doesn't exist. You travel the country for work, you never see it. Right under it, to me, is Turbo stuff. You've never seen it in the wild, but it's rare. Oh, you have seen Turbo in the wild, but yes. Yeah, I've seen Turbo stuff in the wild as well.
Fair warning.
It's very, very rare to see Turbo graphics, but you can see it.
Next lot.
I even was able to buy a console locally once upon a time. But like, never Neo Geo. Never Neo Geo. It's just that step ahead. You can sometimes find 3DO, Turbo graphics, but like, you just never see Neo Geo, man. Last Bronx going for $325 into The Legend of Oasis. I assumed this was going to get quite a bit of love as well. Oasis is just a renowned franchise. 9.9 A++ here, pushing its way to $1,000. Highest graded copy out of just 2 ever sold at Heritage.
$1,000.
Really?
$1,100.
For some reason.
$1,200.
We must have saw Oasis on a different console or something. Maybe Game Gear I'm thinking of for Oasis? But I think we saw something. Or we saw a different Oasis game pop off. And I mean, this one right now is pushing slowly but surely towards 2,000. Looking for 1,750 right now.
$1,500.
I assume it's going to keep going. I do just want to check the WADA pop report quick on it.
$1,700.
Yeah, I can hear the bids are still going there. Sega Saturn, Oasis. I never played an Oasis game myself. But I've always heard, yeah, there's 3 on the WADA pop. So there you go. WADA pop 3, maybe 1 or 2 CGC. Just rare as heck and a game that people like. Genesis also had Oasis, yes. You picked up dirt cheap AES CIBs in 2013 at Screw Attack's SGC convention. Oh my god. You wish you had more money at the time. Everything you just said there is like a flash in the past, Evan. Screw Attack's SGC convention. Wow. What a time to be alive, hey? Did anyone see Sean's video about Galaxy 2? Admitting he'll get it even though he knows Nintendo's doing kind of sounds like a drug addict? Yeah. Yeah. It kind of is, isn't it? I will not be buying the Galaxy Switch 2 or whatever. Mario Galaxy 2 on Switch. I can't, no. I can't do it. Oasis selling for $2,125. Even as a collector piece, I just don't give a shit. You know what I mean? You can just go buy an actual copy of Galaxy and Galaxy 2. Like, for me, there's just nothing there at that price point. Loaded, $512 for a CGC 10 into Lunacy. Atlas release, 9.8B plus. Horror game. I've never played it myself. I am supposed to be cool. It's always had value. It's published by Atlas, so you know it has value. Pushing its way to $875. I think it's horror, right?
Next
Spooky atmosphere.
$550.
$812 on Lunacy. It's just always stood out because it's Atlas, right? I used to be one of those like, oh my god, I'm going to buy every Atlas game ever. Like, my brain used to think like that once upon a time. Thank God I stopped doing that because Atlas has published a lot of trash. A lot of trash. Lunacy, $812. It's a cool one. Magic Knight Ray Earth, 9.0 A plus working designs. One of the most expensive CIB Sega Saturn games that exists. I think it's like $1,000 CIB these days, right? The 9.0 factory sealed pushing up to almost $1,200. Yeah, Ray Earth is exactly best Saturn game. Like, people love this game. People love it. I need to watch a video sometime about it. Like, I need to know why people, why this game is so highly regarded. The final officially released Sega Saturn game in the US. I tell you, man. But yeah, I need to watch like a retrospective on Magic Knight Ray Earth so I can also sit here, so I can lie to you guys, right? And I can be like, oh, it's the best game ever. It's amazing. Mentioning old retro content, if you aren't aware, Billy from the Game Chasers is in a bad state. He has a brain tumor. Oh my god. He has a brain tumor. It's so big they couldn't remove it. He's now on a ventilator and unresponsive. Holy shit, man. Milk.
Fair
Milk. Read the room. Milk.
Next lot.
That's crazy.
$900.
Jesus, man. I never was a big Game Chasers fan. After I read that the guy has a brain tumor, I'm about to shit on his content. I just didn't ever watch them a lot. And I think I didn't watch it a lot because I was on Nintendo age and I was already into sealed collecting and deep collecting and stuff. But Game Chasers, like obviously I watched some of their videos, but yeah. Never got fully into it. I was never deep into that lore. Marvel Superheroes, VGA 90. Didn't mean to kill the vibe. Screw Attack made you think of it. No. All good. I'm happy to hear about it. That is not the right way to word that. Never mind. Very unfortunate to hear. Very unfortunate to hear. Yeah, damn. It's one of those things where it's crazy how old
Fair warning.
some of that shit is.
340.
You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy how, like, Screw Attack, AVGN, the Game Chasers, even Pat the NES Punk, man. Love him or hate him, but that's like a completely different era now. We're old as shit, man.
$80.
And I don't even feel that old, but, like, that is a different era of game collecting. Nuts. Marvel Superheroes was a VGA 90. I'm just going to have to swap back now, I guess. I'll just get back into... Let me just snap my fingers here. Marvel Superheroes, a VGA 90 for $1,750. Last weekend, 2 weekends ago, my brother bought like the big MVC collection that came out. Did he just buy MVC 2? Capcom Fighting Collection? What the hell did he buy? I think it also had Marvel Superheroes on it. I think you get this game, Marvel vs. X-Men, MVC 2, MVC 3, I think. Anyways, we played Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for like 2 hours straight. It's so fucking good, man. It is such a good... It's great. It's great. Marvel Superheroes, one of the earlier iterations of the Marvel vs. franchise there. VGA 90 for $1,750. Magic Knight Ray Earth did close at $1,500 there. Mortal Kombat 2, the 9.48 for $550. Mr. Bones, 9.6A. And what I'll say about Marvel vs. Capcom 2, like, I'm not super good at the game, right? So, at a casual level, you get tier listed so hard. You immediately feel who are the good characters. If you don't have if you're a team of bottom tiers going up a team of good tiers when you're both just kind of casual, you notice immediately. You notice immediately is what I'll say there. But great fighting game. Great fighting game.
$380.
Love me some Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
$420. $460.
14-14. Wow, Dolphins keeping it tight out there. Dolphins keeping it tight out there.
$500.
What do we got? Jalen Waddle with the touchdown. Not too shabby. Not too shabby-dabby-dabby.
Fair warning.
Let me just look at the stats here quick.
Next lot.
Let me just see who's cooking out there. James Cook, 73 yards, not too shabby. Tyreek Hill actually has some receptions today.
100, 200.
Oh, that's Waddle's first catch. Fucking A-Chan. A-Chan has 6 for 17. That's insane. 6 for 17. How do you... I think I could catch 6 balls and go 17 yards. That's crazy. Mr. Bones, 9.68 for $600 there. Into Mysteria, the realms of lore. 9.98 plus.
360.
There's 2 on Public Pop Reports. This is highest graded copy. First time at Heritage Auctions. Legend of Oasis has 3 on the VGA. Top Pop is 85. There we go. So, yeah. That is by far the nicest copy of Legend of Oasis that's probably ever going to exist. Yeah, by far the nicest out there. Exactly. So $2,000 for it? I mean, I get it. I get it.
$650.
This milk guy, hey? This milk guy kills the vibe and then gets out of here. I gotta go. The vibes in here are all bad. Yeah, you have yourself a good night, Milk. You have yourself a great night.
$700.
I got a dip, man. This party sucks.
$750. $800.
Take care, dude.
$850.
All the games Ed had, he didn't have a Mr. Bones for you, I tell you. Billy did pass, hey? Fuck. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
$950.
That's crazy. You thought the Oasis was going to go 5K plus. Did you buy it?
Fair warning.
Are you saying you bought it, Chokeslam?
Next lot.
Did you buy the Oasis? Sorry, I'm missing it here. You did buy it. There we go. Okay. Wow. I think that's a great pickup. Mysteria, Realms of Lore, $1,125 there. North by Northwest, 10A++. I feel like this game, people used to care about it more than they do now. It's the sequel to The Lost Vikings. Like, I remember it used to be kind of up there with one of the more expensive Sega Saturn games. Right now, we're watching the 10 sell for like $475. I think Lost Vikings in general, if you go back 15 years, more people cared about it. I've never played the game myself. I just feel like collectors talked about it more. The Lost Vikings were something. And these days, I mean, who's talking about the Lost Vikings? Kind of the same as Joe and Mac in that regard. I feel like Joe and Mac has also fallen a little bit on the popularity tier list over the years.
$600.
Neither here nor there, you know, it just kind of is what it is. But just kind of how it strikes me.
$800. $850.
My parlay is getting frickin' cooked as well out there.
$900.
Awful first half, parlay-wise. I tell you. If you like sports, if you like talking about it, if you like gambling on sports, join the Discord. I'm in there. I'm in there. I'm in there. We're tossing. I'll talk sports betting with you. I'll talk football with you. I'm in there. I love it. Anyways, North by Northwest. After I say that the Lost Vikings doesn't have popularity, here it is looking for $1,500, right? So, like, I'm just talking out of my ass. You can ignore me.
$120.
You can go ahead and completely ignore what I say. North by Northwest goes for $1,375. Way better. When it was sitting at $400, $500, I was scared. Right? I was scared. It got some love. Panzer Dragoon 2, 9.9A++. The Panzer Dragoon game. The Panzer Dragoon games always get love. Pushing its way at almost $1,000 here. I'm gooning for Dragoon. 9.8B+, sold for $550. Have we never saw like a real 9.8 copy come up? Have we really only seen 9.8B+? I beat you to it, Joe. I beat you to it. Yeah, there we go. There we go. It started slow. But we are shooting to $3,000 now very quick. It seems like this is the nicest copy. The nicest copy known in existence here is what it says in the description. I would believe it. Pushing its way now to $4,000. Panzer Dragoon, baby. Never fails. Never fails. Will it exceed yeah, someone just cut bid. Someone just cut bid on it. $4,000 on the nose. Haven't paid a lot of attention to Saturn cover art before. Not as bad as Master System, but overall you're not impressed with it. No, I think most Saturn cover art's awful. I'll go ahead and say it, Adam. Most Saturn cover art is very, very bad because it's using like this weird 3D render polygon art, and a lot of it just looks really, really bad. You see, you get some beautiful ones with like Ray Earth here, the Marvel ones where you can tell this is like hand-drawn cover art and stuff, but so much of it is just using these weird 3D models, weird 3D renders, and it just all makes it look like 90s slop, right? It just kind of looks like slop. It just kind of looks bad. Yeah, I'll go ahead and say it. I'll go ahead and say I'll go ahead and say it. A lot of the cover art is very, very bad on the console. It has not aged well at all. Some of it's super cool, some of it's super nice, but I personally don't like the 90s polygon aesthetic as art. Unless it's something where I really have, like, I don't even know. There's not much of it that I like. Rampage World Tour 9.9 A++. Rampage always sells well. Only a couple copies are on the Pop Reports total. 9.9 nicest copy. I don't even know if it's been at Heritage before. There's no comps or anything. Pushing almost $2,000. The cases are unappealing too. Yeah, Saturn fucking sucks. Saturn sucks, man. Rampage World Tour pushing its way here to almost over $2,000. Panzer Dragoon did sell at $4,250.
$190.
$4,250 on Panzer Dragoon in the end there. Rampage World Tour 2000 Road Rash 9.9 A+. There's some iconic polygon art, but as a whole you agree it's aged meh. Yeah, it just hasn't aged well.
$280. $300.
Yeah, save the Saturn hate until we get through. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, we gotta cool it a bit. We gotta cool it. Maybe I'm just salty that these Saturn games are actually selling pretty freaking strong here, and I don't own any.
$440.
Road Rash, the 9.9 A+, pushing its way to $600. Like, I mean, overall, man, this Saturn block, I know the grades are incredible. but like,
$600.
I think the prices have been pretty damn good across the board. I don't know if some of you guys have been buying stuff. Maybe you've been outbid. Maybe you think it's going soft. For me, and I'm not the closest with Saturn, right? So I'm looking at this from like 20 feet away. But what I'm seeing is it feels like most stuff here is getting quite a few bids and getting quite a bit of love. How do you guys feel? What's the vibe check here on this Sega showcase? And again, it could just be that we're really seeing these grade premiums, you know? But $750 on Road Rash into Saturn Bomberman. Didn't we just have one of these sell not long ago at all? Because Saturn Bomberman is a grail. Was it at the signature auction?
$2,000.
Have we never seen one?
$2,800.
First time at Heritage. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, here we go. If you guys don't know, Saturn Bomberman is a grail. Like grail level. Even CIB, it's expensive. This one's shooting up to $4,500, $4,700 here. Looking for $5,000. Looking for over $5,000. Looking for $5,500, $5,700. Wow. So, I thought we saw it before. I thought it was at the, I thought it was back at the signature that we had this. But like, yeah, this is great cover art. Man, Sega Saturn, I've said this before, you guys know this. Sega Saturn has some of the nicest cover art across video game collecting, frankly. You get super impressive covers like this. But like, Jesus, man. Looking for $6,800 now on Saturn Bomberman. What a juicer.
Fair warning.
What a juicer in the 99 A++.
Next lot.
Again, likely the nicest copy that exists, probably ever. Like, probably ever, right? One of the few games you can even play online. Oh, yeah, right. It does say Netlink playable there in the top left-hand corner. That's crazy. $65.62 on Saturn Bomberman. Yeah, moist. That's moist sale. A juicer. Sega Ages, 9.9 A++. This always sells pretty well. The last 9.8 A++ earlier this year, bought a copy for $18.75. So here we go. Another 9.9 going head-to-head with a 9.8 from earlier this year. You played too much Bomberman in your PC room in your school in the... What? You played so much Bomberman in PC room in my school in the pause. What's the pause? What's the pause? Is that some Euro speak that I'm not familiar with? You've had a sealed Golden Axe Duel on your eBay search for years looking for a mint copy and Bucky didn't see them? You're almost disappointed the quest is over and it didn't break you? Truly. I'm glad you're able to finally tackle down a Golden Axe the Duel. Recess! It's Recess. Wow. You guys call it the pause over there? That's crazy. That's crazy. We have a big pause of 45 minutes in the middle of the school day. Interesting. Huh. All right. That is not in the Canadian vocabulary there. 1,750 for Sega Ages 9.98++. Shining Force 3, someone asked me at the beginning of the auction what's it going to sell for. I said it should go over $1,000. We're very slowly here, looking for 1,100, looking for $1,200, over $1,000. Of course it is. Of course it is. Right? Of course over $1,000 on the 9.88+. The last one, the last CGC copy, was 1,750 back in May of this year. So here's your WADA 9.88+, pushing its way to almost 1,350. Shining Force 3 of the Shining Force franchise. Beauty. What does price charting say on Bomberman? It's a great question. What does price chart say on Saturn Bomberman? I'm going to guess it's $800 for CIB.
Next lot. $110.
Oh, Saturn Bomberman. $500 for CIB. Factory sealed $600.
$170.
A sale in 2022 for $1,800, I guess.
$340. $380.
What? I don't. What's it? What?
$400.
Yeah. Of course, I can't click it. It has some linked in here. 9.2A back in 2021 for $1,300. There's some sales. It's linking some new stuff. 2021 rips and tears for $500. Factory sealed copies. Yeah. It's $500 for the CIB. It's up there, man. It's up there. Shining Force 3, $1,500 in the end. Into Shining Wisdom, 9.6A+.
$480.
Disney's Recess is one of your favorite childhood animated shows? Yes. Disney's The Pause doesn't have the same ring appeal to it.
$550. $600.
Yeah, Recess is fantastic. There's still some quotes here and there that I'll bust out from Recess time to time. If a 9.28 at 1,300, then I don't think it's aged very well for a perfect grade to just do 6K.
$650.
I say this all the time with these consoles, though. I just don't think we're going to see massive premiums. Because it's one of those things where your floor prices are going to be high as hell, but I do feel like the ceilings are held back a bit on these more niche games. That's my take on it. I think the floors are extremely high on this stuff because so few copies exist, but your ceilings are a little bit lower because the people who chase after it aren't, you know what I mean? The people who chase this stuff aren't like, oh my god, I have to own a 9.9. If I don't own a 9.9, my world ends. You know what I mean? Shining Force 3, $1,500. Shining Wisdom, the 9.6 is pushing to almost $1,000. The episode of Recess where TJ created a playground economy based on what was effectively Pokemon cards was the best. Yes. I mean, it's just classic, man. Was Recess on right before school for you guys too? Like, I got to watch it every day right before school. It was peak. Absolute peak timing that I got to watch the entire, every single episode.
$340.
It's like calling my brother Stoop Kid or something. Like, you're out there looking like Stoop Kid. It's just like stupid references like that.
Fair warning.
Living life like Swinger Girl. Just like little references about it, right? Like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So you get to see more beauty. It's just stupid ass statements like that have remained in my vernacular. Recess, man. Recess. Skeleton Warriors, 10 grade, pushing to $600 here. Right after R3, you got to watch it every day after school. What a primo lineup.
$500.
You guys call it Gross Praz Big Break. And that's what they also call the Disney show.
$800.
Assuming these working designs games are from the same batch as the 10s and 9.9s, you wonder if the foiling process is bringing the grades down. The working design... Oh, yeah, like the 9.6 here. That's interesting. I don't know. Interesting. Are the working designs from the same batch of games the same person who submitted, and are they being brought down due to the foiling on the manuals? Like... Maybe. That could be. You could be onto something. You could be cooking on something there, Thomas. You could be cooking on something. Skeleton Warriors, the 10 grade for $937.50 into Sonic Jam, 90 plus, pushing up to almost $1,400 here. Yeah, Sonic Jam, and right after it is Sonic R, 9.9A++. Life with Louie? Never heard about it. Life with Louie doesn't sound like something we had here in Canada. Life with Louie. No.
Fair warning.
No, we did not have Life with Louie.
Next lot.
There's no way.
$60.
Life with Louie. That's crazy. No, we didn't get this one over in Canada.
$500.
American animated sitcom. I don't know. I've never even heard of it. I'm surprised it's American because I've never even heard of it.
$850. $900.
Sonic Jam, the 90 plus there for $1,375 into Sonic R. 9.9A++ Sonic Racing. This is basically the nicest copy that exists of this game probably anywhere. It's rare, it's hard to find, all that good stuff. It's frickin' Sonic. Yeah, it's pushing up to $2,200, $2,500. I'm not surprised whatsoever. If you get into the world of like trying to buy all the Sonic games or buying Sonic side games, all that stuff, like some of these deserve to be real frickin' expensive, man.
Fair warning.
The manuals are so dense they get damaged when they originally put them into the case, like Dragon Force, gigantic manual, staples rust due to paper used and how compact it gets in there. Interesting.
$300.
The polygons on Sonic R look decent.
$60.
I'll give it that. The polygon art on here looks decent. It's endearing, right? This gives off like a fun 90s vibe, not like 90s bad. You watch Recess when you came home from school. First it was on some Canadian channel, YTV or the Family Channel. Oh, both. Both are peak, man. YTV and Family Channel are both great. And you started watching it on the Disney Channel proper. YTV and the Family Channel, man. Ooh, that's the good stuff. That's the good stuff.
Fair warning.
Yeah, interesting about those thick manuals on Saturn games. I assumed a lot of them were just damaged upon being... It's like PS1 manuals, right? Right around the staples, right around where it holds inside the case, it's gonna get damaged. Yeah, I assumed that was a lot of it, but I didn't realize some of the manuals were so dense. Steep slope sliders. I have no idea. It's a 10. I didn't expect it to sell for $575. I actually thought it was going to be one of the lowest selling 10s. $575 is not awful on it. We had some sell for like $250. We had some sell for like $300. So
Fair warning.
Street Fighter Alpha Warriors Dreams 10 grade for $1,750 on that. I think it sells a bit stronger on PS1. I think this game is also on Game Boy Color. You can buy this on like any console you want for whatever reason. But $1,750 here for the 10 on Sega Saturn. Street Fighter Alpha 2 is actually, this should get some love, man, right? Pushing up to $1,500 right now. Street Fighter Alpha 2, I was going to say, is actually, like, people like this game. People like this game.
Next lot. 1,000.
Just kidding. People hate that game. $1,500 for Street Fighter Alpha 2. Warriors Dreams actually sold for more. Yeah, no, the cover art on here, like this one to me is extremely like iconic. Like Alpha 2, Akuma and Ryu there, like that's good. That's the good stuff. Yeah, I don't know, $1,500 there. Dare I say it's a deal? But I don't know about the relative rarities. So to me, this is the better game, but
fair warning.
Street Fighter Collection, 9.9A++. Yeah, I was going to say, this is also rare as hell on Saturn, selling for $2,250. The compilation game. The compilation outsells both Alpha and Alpha 1. Street Fighter Collection for $2,250. Super Puzzle Turbo Fighter, 10 grade on this, pushing its way to $1,000 as well.
$900.
Did you know that Alpha 2 art is based on Bret Hart and Diesel photo? No, I did not. Link the photo in the Discord Star Tide if you can. I don't even know the Bret Hart and Diesel photo you're talking about. It's a working design manuals you were talking about. They had thinner foam blocks for the larger manuals. It's hard to find those manuals in mint condition, even near mint. Gotcha.
Next
Gotcha,
lot,
gotcha, gotcha.
$85.
$1,187.50 on Street Fighter Puzzle 2 Turbo. Into Virtua Fighter 2. 9.68++. Absolute peak polygon box art here. Like that is peak polygon box art. If you take Louis' dad and put him in Malcolm in the Middle, that was your upbringing on your dad's side with you as Malcolm. Maybe it's like a hot take or something crazy to say, but like I barely ever watched Malcolm in the Middle. Like barely ever. Even Stevens, never watched it. Malcolm in the Middle, barely ever watched it. I wasn't like I don't know if it was just me or it was my family, but like I just didn't watch what's the word? It's not reality TV. Sitcoms, live action. We didn't watch any of the like the live action shows.
$340.
I don't know why. Just didn't really watch any of them.
$420.
Big animated guy, I guess. I don't know.
$440.
You got outbid on everything. You're so cheap. You let some of those Genesis games go and they were fairly cheap, especially that 85 Bloodlines. Dude. Yeah, Boy Meets World, like, never watched it. The Smart Guy, I think, is another one. Never watched it. Don't know. Just was never my jam.
$550.
Virtua Fighter 2 is still pushing. Slowly but surely here, pushing its way to 700.
$650.
Slowly but surely pushing. Camp Candy, I've never even heard of. You never watched family sitcoms in the 90s and 2000s? Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't my thing. I've seen like a little bit of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like I've seen some episodes, but even that, haven't seen many. Haven't seen much of it at all. I feel like I know more of that show just from like YouTube clips now and TikTok clips and stuff. Amanda Show and all that.
$900.
Okay. Yeah, I watched a lot of Amanda Show and a lot of all that. Those shows, yeah, that was just stupid enough to get me in there, man. That was just stupid enough to get me in there. Skit comedy was always good, though, you know what I mean? Like, skit comedy is just... And then you watch those shows, then you evolve to SNL, and you watch, like, the Chappelle Show and stuff. Like, oh, yeah, that was great. Fantastic. Key and Peele. All that. Fantastic. 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 Yeah, exactly. All that was just like SNL for kids. Exactly.
Fair warning.
And I thought it was freaking hilarious.
Next lot.
Virtua Fighter 2, slowly but surely there, got up to $1,250. Slow one. They were fighting. They were fighting out there. That was a battle. That was a battle out there. Virtua Fighter Kids. 10 grade on this. Chibi style. Sealed copies exceptionally rare. Single digits on the pop reports. First time at Heritage Auctions. Pushing its way to $350 here. Virtua Fighter Kids.
$340. $380.
Greg was 5 watching DBZ. I was pretty young while watching it, man. DBZ was, I mean, I was born in 93. I probably was watching it around age 5. For sure. That'd be 98, like probably, maybe 5, 6, 7 at the absolute latest, but like I was in on DBZ early, man.
$500.
I was in on DBZ early. That like frickin', you know, shaped my entire upbringing. Virtua Fighter Kids. Again, slowly but surely here. It is pushing over $700. Pushing. Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Yeah, never watched that. Never watched Keenan and Kel. There's a lot of those. I just, you know, and then my younger brothers grew up watching like Sweet Life of Zach and Cody every frickin' day, man.
$650.
They might have even been watching some Wizards of Waverly Place in there. I think they were watching that. And frickin' iCarly. I know more episodes of those shows than I know about my own shows. I didn't even want to watch iCarly, man. I didn't care what she was getting up to. Virtual Fighter Kids, $875. Virtual on Cyber Troopers, 10 grade on this. How old am I? 32. 32 this year.
$360. $380.
You still remember In Living Color, Milli Vanilli skit? Never watched In Living Color. Never saw it. I think I missed that one. You're 39? You're making me feel old looking. Yeah, like Living Color, I think, is just a bit before my time. Where I was too young for it.
$550. $600.
Christ, man. Christ. You remember running home from school to watch Toonami and the Freezer Saga? They always, like, yeah, you always reset. Exactly. You just watched it again. You watched the entire series again. You'd be getting all the way to, like, the Frieza fight, and then you just... You'd be finishing the Frieza Saga, and then they just fucking reset to Goku on the spaceship, the Namek. All of a sudden, you sit down one night, and, like, Goku's back on the ship to Namek. They're just flying back there. It's just like, come on, man. You never know when they're going to hit you with that reset. But they did it all the time. Virtual On Cyber Troopers is pushing to almost $2,000 here. Which I don't know. I feel like Virtual On isn't actually that expensive, though.
Fair warning.
Maybe I'm wrong. No, the CIB is like 50, 60 bucks here. This is not a super sought-after title on Saturn. So, but the factory sealed 10 here did push its way to $1,750. Not a super desirable title CIB or anything, but hey, there we go, getting some push on Virtual On. Wipeout 9.9A++. First time they've ever sold Wipeout on Sega Saturn. Did Wipeout launch on Saturn?
$280.
Or did it launch on everything equally?
$360.
Pushing its way here to $450.
300.
Your mother worked for Fox in sales at the time. That's crazy. Fox was dead without Married with Children. Interesting. My parents fucking loved that show, man. My parents, like, they were so in on Married with Children. Like, every episode, they owned the seasons on DVD. Like, they were super fans, man. They loved that shit. Peggy and Al just getting into... What kind of wacky hijinks is Al Bundy gonna get into? You know, like, oh, what is that guy doing this week? They loved it. It's good. It's funny. Just like, they were big fans, man. I've seen a lot of Married with Children.
Fair warning.
Wipeout is pushing its way to almost $1,375 here.
$130.
$1,250 in the end. $1,250 in the end. Worms 9.8A+. Are you saying you're trying to find Wipeout XL sealed for PS1? This is definitely going higher than you expected. I think Wipeout XL will sell for like a few hundred, right? I don't think Wipeout XL would push its way into like $1,250. A lot of these super premium grades tonight, those Shavits are just, they're getting love, man. If you didn't bring your wallet to party tonight, like the grades just aren't there, you know what I mean? Like, you got to bid out your ass. These are the best. Like, here's Worms pushing its way to $3,000, right? Here's Worms looking for $3,000. No copies on public pop reports. That's crazy. Looking for $3,500 here.
$3,000.
No copies on the pop report for Worms. I didn't realize that Worms was also this freaking rare.
Fair warning.
But wow.
Next lot. $550 to $1,200.
There's the James Cook touchdown we need. We got the James Cook touchdown on the board. Still need Dawson Knox to catch a couple balls. Any Dawson Knockers out there on the field? Any Dawson Knockers? Need 2 balls his way. I don't know if it's good, man. Worms, $3,500 on the 9.8A+. It did take off, Odin. It did take off. Like, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, $1,500. I agree, Mike. It is what a showcase is supposed to be. But, like, a lot of showcase auctions might have, like, really rare games that show up. But the grade might not be incredible, right? Maybe we get a copy of Worms, but it's like 9.2. Tonight is like extreme freaking rarity meets extreme freaking grades. And, well, you're seeing the, you know, you're seeing how strong it goes here. Not that this stuff is like all signature level stuff, but yeah, we're at a $1,300 average. $1,300 is the average tonight. Like that's fucking strong, man. That's very strong, even for a showcase. So, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, 90 plus for $1,500 into Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. VGA 90, pushing $1,000. Just very, very strong. Yeah, stop it. Remember the weak results. Cheap. Cheap. This was Saturn's night. Everyone knows that one guy was selling all of this, and it's likely not coming up again. At least not anytime soon. Yep, this is truly all the Seans of the world, right? The Seans, the reserved investments of the world who are out there saying Saturn's the best and stuff.
Fair warning.
They showed up tonight, man. They showed up tonight. This was the night for them to get Grail pieces in their collection. Looks like the last VGA 90 on Resident Evil, by the way, sold earlier this year for $500.
Fair warning.
This copy right now is pushing $1,200. Just a little FYI in there. For some reason, this copy of Resident Evil 3 just sold for twice as much as the last comp. Yeah, VGA 90 right there, $525, April 2025. 1,125 tonight. Maybe it's just a testament to how strong this auction is tonight, right? Maybe it's just a testament to what the hell we're seeing tonight. Yeesh. Shenmue VGA 95 uncirculated on Dreamcast. Sean was hot breathing in his glass. Sean was hot breathing his glasses to make sure he was seeing the prices correct. What's normal for the average price? I'd have to look at other showcases. Like, in general, right, stuff tries to hover around the $1,000 mark, but even in most showcases, you're going to have some stuff that sells for like $200. You're going to have some stuff that, you know what I mean?
$480, $1,000.
Tonight, it's truly hovering, like your cheap stuff is $600-700. Shenmue VGA 95 for $700. Sega Dreamcast, the 85 qualified for $1,500.
Fair warning.
And here's Crazy Taxi, color composite original video game art, pushing its way to $2,000. Very, very, very cool. We got like 5 pieces of art here and a board game. What was the big news you mentioned on Tuesday? I can't tell you. I can't tell you, Odin, because the big news hasn't come out yet. You might get the big news tomorrow, though. I think the big news is coming tomorrow. If it doesn't come tomorrow, I'm going to blue ball you until Monday. But I think the big news is tomorrow. But I can't tell you. Color composite Crazy Taxi here, pushing its way to $2,750. But I promise it's big. I promise it's big news. It's gonna affect everything. Crazy Taxi color comp original for $2,500. Greg is prego. Greg is prego is the news.
$1,000.
Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine original preliminary box art. That's crazy.
$200.
That's crazy. Mean Bean Machine is just like a cool game, a cool concept, cool box art. Created by Greg Martin. Yeah, that's really cool. Pushing its way to $1,600. If you want to get a piece of Sega Sonic art, this is pretty fucking cool, man. Pretty frickin' cool.
$1,700.
You were there when this game was being converted from Puyo Puyo? That's crazy.
$1,900.
Each showcase has its own value requirement. $800 for the showcase, $600 for 6th gen, $400 or so for Sega and PS1. So $1,300 average, yeah, is triple the minimum requirement that I guess you guys try to expect or pull for.
Fair warning.
Long time Heritage, first time listener. I'll be back, Greg. Subscribe. There we go. First, I hope you're doing the AGDQ meme, Max. I hope that is purely a games done quick meme you're doing there because, like, I love that meme. I still say that myself.
$420.
Long time blank, first time blank.
$460.
That is like, that's peak AGDQ.
$600.
Or SGDQ, I guess, as well. But appreciate it, dude. Greg Martin, the Mean Bean Machine, for $3,000 on the preliminary art there. Greg Wright again, or Greg Ray, sorry. Desert Demolition.
$1,300.
Preliminary box art. Yeah, I said Greg right there. This is by Greg Ray. Genesis, oh my gosh. Desert Demolition starring Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. Jesus, I couldn't even say it there. Couldn't even say it.
Next lot.
$1,625 there. Into Roco, Super Game Power Magazine number 19, Panzer Dragoon original magazine cover art. So if you love Panzer Dragoon, here is literal magazine cover art advertising for the game. Yeah, Elon Musk bought the DK? Like, oh my, is that the news? Is that the news? Oh my God. Oh my God. Greg, did I get an SMB? The news could be anything. The news could be anything. Like I said, it's either going to be tomorrow or Monday.
Next lot.
The news is going to be either tomorrow or Monday. And you guys are going to be freaking holding on to your cheeks, okay?
$300, $420, $400, $500.
The Panzer Dragoon art there, $1,050. The Sonic the Hedgehog board game. Here's what I was saying at the very end of the auction here. Itching is, yeah, exactly. Itching my nose, obvious. I can't stop itching the nose, dude. I don't know if it's a side effect of like my cheeks are kind of stingly till. I can't talk because I still can't talk. The wisdom teeth is still impeding me. That's what I was going to say. I don't know if my itchy nose is because of the stupid wisdom teeth still, but like... Sonic the Hedgehog board game pushing its way to $1,250 here. Pushing.
$1,200.
Yeah, it's still tingly in there. Tingly still. I think I said stingly till, though. I think I did that old, the reverse there. Sonic the Hedgehog board game. Very freaking cool. 85 plus. It's one of those things where you ask yourself, VGA grades board games? I guess so.
Fair warning.
Like, I guess they do. And here it is, pushing its way to $1,562.
$650.
It's very cool, man. It's just very, very cool. Very cool. And here's a huge group lot of Sonic the Hedgehog board game, original concept art, color comps, and more from Sega, Milton Bradley, the 1990s. So all of this stuff is production materials that were used in this board game. Buy the board game, buy the composite art and everything that goes with it.
$950.
The other one was graded by AFA. Really? So even VGA and AFA themselves are inconsistent with grading the board games, which doesn't surprise me because, like I said, right? Like, VGA grades board games? Really? Really? I'm glad they do, but like, really? The color comps here, all the art is pushing its way to $1,875 here. Not doing too shabby. Not doing too shabby. Exactly. It should be the BGA. Exactly. You've watched me for years. You always do that, dude. It's nervous twitch or something or reactionary. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, Host the Moose. I try not to itch. I try not to. I'm just always I'm all over it. I'm all over my schnoz, and I don't know why. And it's only when I stream. Like, I swear to God, in my day-to-day life, I'm not just frickin' itching at it all the time. You know what I mean? But like when I stream, I don't know. I don't know, dude. Yeah, don't focus on those, Mike. You guys can't focus on my ticks. Don't focus on my ticks, okay? You're gonna make me self-conscious. Just focus on the auction. Gotta turn off my camera. Don't focus on my ticks. I swear to God, I'm a normal guy. Like, don't focus too much on me. Oh God, I can't scratch nose. Must not scratch nose. Like, the Sonic arts here are pushing up to almost $3,000. My mouth does genuinely hurt though. I'm gonna take the painkiller after this. I still have my painkillers on the side. That's just like as necessary now. And after a 2-hour yap sesh here, yeah, I need my painkiller.
The auction is now closed. Thank you for.
I'm gonna get some painkiller in me. Oh, that'll do it. Almost, I think 3,000 on the 3,000 on the nose. On the nose. Oh my god, my nose. 3,000 there for the Sonic drawings for the board game. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Absolute junkie. That's how I'm so excitable, Bacon. That's why I have so much excitement during these live streams. I'm just frickin'... I'm flying high over here. Lots of photocopies were used for reference, but also hand-drawn pieces in there. What's the highest sale? Traysia. Traysia by... not even by much. It's Traysia at 8,000. Saturn Bomberman at 6,500. The Earthworm Jim 2 case at 5,000. Panzer Dragoon Saga 2 at 4,200. Legacy of War at 4,000. Die Hard Arcade at 4,000. Crystal Warriors at 4,000. Taz at 3,500. Worms at 3,500. Like, it's kind of nuts, man. It's kind of nuts. Like, there's a lot of bids out there that are just high. Everything was just high. Where were the deals at? Did I win anything? Let me check. Let me just swap accounts quick here. Let me swap accounts quick here, and I'll see if my bids were even anywhere close. I don't think they were. I don't think my bids were... There's going to be one item where I think I'm actually close, and it's that VGA 85 Castlevania. I think I'm actually close on it. I think. Sign in here. Let's see how it looks. Let's see how it looks. Ages of Sega Showcase. All you guys are going to see. Oh, I won something? No, I didn't. No dice. Altered Beast. It's kind of close. 675. It sold for 750. Like, no, I was the underbid. I was the frickin' underbid, dude. HW. I was the underbid on the 85. 106,250. It sold for 13. How did it even sell for $12 higher? It sold for $12.50 higher. $12.50. How did it sell for $1,200? What? You can get outbid by $12? When? Since when? Man, oh man. Someone must have hit me with a cut bid on that? Man, oh man, that hurts. I actually thought I had it. I actually did think I won it. I did also bid on the 9.8 B+, but like, you know, I tossed 700 at that, and yeah, not even close. Nowhere near on any of these. Traysia, I threw $700 at, $600 at. I'm not even close. There's nothing else where I'm even close to talk about. Yeah, nothing else. Nothing. Just a bunch of frickin' low bids. Yeah, my Traysia bid was 10 times low. Yeah. Yeah, like look at Sonic R, right? I threw like $300 at it. It went for 3,000. Just nothing. Nothing I can do here. The only spot I was even, like, obviously very close was the Castlevania. And that would have stayed in personal collection. Like, I love Castlevania. I think it's a cool fucking franchise. Castlevania Bloodlines. I love the box art. It's just... This would have stayed in my personal collection. I probably would have crossed it over to WADA, but... what do you do? 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 It's probably a good thing I didn't spend any money, right? It's probably a positive that I didn't spend any money. But, damn. That was a close one, man. Instead of mini-bidding on everything, I could have won Traysia. Yeah, no. No. I couldn't imagine spending 8,000 on that. That's crazy, man. 8,000 on that? That's crazy. Deal of the day was the Bloodlines? I think so, man. Exactly 100,000 more than the last Sega Showcase. This is what I'm saying, okay? Like, that's why this auction felt so freaking insane. There was 100,000 more dollars worth of games that just sold tonight. That's crazy. That might be the craziest Sega Showcase we've ever had. Damn. Yeah, Bloodlines, HW, man. What were we thinking? What were we thinking, HW? One of us should have walked away with that Bloodlines, dude. One of us should have walked away with that Bloodlines. I'm salty. I'll be super salty if, did someone in the Discord win it? Do I have to look at this? Frick. Yeah, no deals. No deals tonight. Maybe the one, but... Contra, oh boy. Oh, here, this is that, this is the Street Fighter Alpha Warriors 2 he was saying. Inspired by. Which, yeah, I see it completely. Ryu and Akuma there in that, that's crazy. That's very cool. I had no idea. Nothing. Nothing. It doesn't look like anyone in the Discord wanted either, so GG's. GG's all around. GG's all around. That was fun. That was fun. As far as the Sega auction goes, man, that was fun. Jesus. We are back. I think it's 6th Gen Showcase is next up, hey? I think that's next. Is it next week? It might be the next week. Let's see here. Heritage Auctions, video game calendar. What are we looking at here? That'll take me there. I was close enough with my mashing. October 2nd. Yes, we're back. Not next Thursday, but the next Thursday? Yes, 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now. 6th Generation Showcase Auction. That is obviously one of my favorites. It's the consoles I collect for the most, so I'm excited for that. And then a Japanese one. Middle of September. What? When's this? Oh, October, sorry. All the way on October 15th. Yeah. 6th Gen Japanese one coming up. That's going to be fun. Going to be a lot of fun, you guys. If you want to get into any of the future auctions here, I'll just send you over the list. You can browse the catalog, what's coming up, all that good stuff. Videogames@HA.com. A huge thanks to Heritage sponsoring tonight. A huge thanks to you guys spending your Thursday with me. Congrats to the winners. Congrats to the sellers, man. This was crazy. This was a crazy one. It was a crazy Sega auction. Crazy. Have a good night, you guys. Thanks so much, and I'll be in the Discord. Join the Discord. Free link in the description. All that good stuff. It's free. Join the Discord. Have a good night, you guys.